it's going to be the remaining rosters. Of course, we have the Carmine Corp, the reigning champs, playing versus Amai, and the Super Ole versus Servers opening up the day tomorrow as well.
Yeah, that one for me. Amai kind of was in a very weird situation during the closed qualifiers where I think we still have more to see from them. So my eyes purely going to be on them to see, like, the sum of their parts should be hitting up there. Of course, I'm bigging up super early right now, but Amai, I think, could go through. They've got that kind of vibe about them where they could take it all. But for us today, Jam, you said it, we're looking at Batata versus Dignitas, and then Vitality versus 200%. I'm going to be real here. I think that 200% side, it's going to be a super difficult one, but Batata, with that kind of energy about them, they could cause an upset here today. Don't get me wrong, it's a wild card, it's a really tough call, but Dignitas have got to come out of the gates absolutely warmed up, which is a hard thing to do when you literally are playing maybe for the first time with your sub.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be rough, but if anybody can do it, apparently Jack can do it. I believe in him. Again, great to see him back in Europe. Yeah, the captain leading the Dignitas. Well, usually would be leading Gen G. It's a bit all mixed up, but it's a flip and spit. Just it's in the name, folks. We flip all of these rosters around. We spin everything on his head. On the other side, though, despite it being a roster that is currently not represented by organization, Econ, Chaussette 45, and Rizfox are all great players in their own right. I had the pleasure of watching Chaussette play for the longest time, and again, he has been on the scene for the longest time. And funnily enough, all of the three players previously played with one another, although at different times. Econ and Rizfox were teammates on Gross Noobs. Chaussette and Rizfox were teammates on Solary. So there's already a lot of understanding and familiarity between these three. I think they're going to show well in their game.
That's it. This is a team which is going to be really hard to knock down for any side. They've got a lot of reliability to them. We haven't seen that much flair coming out, but as we said, for them here going up against a Dignitas that might not be 100% there because they're still trying to figure each other out. You know, what are their roles within the squad? This is the chance for Batata to really just knock out of the park. And then, you know, French lads at French land, right? Like, who knows? Anything wild could happen there, but I think it's going to be everyone's fan favorites in Dignitas, the new kids on the block, kind of, to really step up and show us here. Dignitas, realistically, if they don't win this, you know, 4-2, I think that's a little bit of a bad showing, but I don't want to hammer down on Batata enough. I think it's just for your first showing, you've got to come out absolutely guns blazing, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, for both teams really included, but I think, yeah, especially for
yo, how you doing, Sino?
Something and show something.
How are we doing?
To quickly see exactly
let me
what Batata has finished and who have they lost.
Let me put out the go live real quick.
The only opponent that they've lost to that's Ivan, Razirs, and Rizex. There is, at least today and tomorrow, there's no chance for these two teams to be playing again, but it might happen again during the main event. Right now, it is the invited team versus the teams that have qualified 3 open qualifiers, including the last chance qualifier due to Team BDS dropping out. But, folks, if you wanted to see Team BDS, 2 of their players are playing in the next series on Team Vitality. Again, Monkey Moon and Exotic. I think it's... I've seen folks online currently putting it, and I completely agree. That's on paper the best team in the world right now. Some might say even the best team of all time. So at least top 3, definitely top 3.
Oh yeah, it's difficult. I mean, we're in the off season; things are going to change. Maybe some players having.
How are you doing, though, Sino?
Going into hibernation.
How are you doing?
RCS, but
yo, diary.
With a lot of these other squads that don't.
Oh, I forgot to grab my water. 1 second.
Say Vitality Academy. You're not carrying over your squad. You've got to grind it out during the off season because you need to be at the top of your game to be able to then instantly get picked up by an org. You know, they're always having a little look at these.
It's exciting though.
What's going on? On top of that, you got to keep in practice, you know, quite simply. You can't go 3 months without playing competitive Rocket League. No, you got to be on it each and every week. And so far,
I don't know. I mean, there's two games tomorrow as well, right?
Qualifiers, you know, into that close
I don't know why that is, but
to have 2 weeks of back-to-back really intensive games where
I think it's tomorrow.
Is on.
Some other day at least.
A single in bracket essentially going into next week. So you lose this best of 7 here and now, and that is it.
I mean, it's hard to say, right? Maybe they want to spread it out a bit.
Players are really like hardened in experience, something that they've got to learn, and that's why I think this could be the maker of someone.
Who they are? I'm sure they're known. Like, I'm sure they've casted stuff. I mean, there's lots of casters that people don't really know about because they cast like smaller events, right? And I'm sure they're kind of related to the flip and spin thing, right?
Rise to the top.
I think he has a great company in Econ and Chazette, two incredibly.
Yeah, you have Riz Fox teaming with Chazette and Econ, I saw.
Reach his potential. But once again,
I think Riz Fox is kind of like been hyped up a little bit. I remember.
Everybody, we have 29%, almost a third of all players.
He's never done anything great though.
Chazette, Econ, Exotic, Monkey.
They were making main event. I think they could.
Well,
I feel like they could make top 16.
French folks takes the tournament as a whole.
That doesn't seem impossible.
Well, these rosters are stacked.
Right?
I believe actually, if I go very quickly, no, I almost
in RLCS, I mean,
team had at least one French player, but the fact that Vitality has 3 on that.
Then you have Stacey playing with Appjack and Metza apparently.
In a favor of Team Vitality.
Yeah, I was looking at it here, 200% on my server, super early. And I thought Metza was German, so the French players are essentially from Batata Vitality.
Did he think Metza is German? Did he just say that? What a crazy thing to say.
Part where Tox being the only non-Spaniard, but at this point is pretty much.
Riz Fox got dropped by K-Dop and Chazette.
You know, certified Spanish just by someone else.
That doesn't mean he's bad.
How much he plays and loves playing with these Spanish players now.
Yes,
we don't know. I haven't watched him play at home though.
Well, that's a Portuguese org as well. So, Nefico, German Amigos. I think at some point German Amigos also, I swear, became. Actually, I may be thinking of something else, but I thought that at some point the German Amigos became the Spanish Amigos. It was everybody's playing with everybody, and it's great to see this. Again, the very familiar faces showing up over and over again. But who's going to be maybe that new player right now? Again, a Carmine Corp.
Oh, I thought it was Metza. It's Metzer. Gotcha.
Super roster, I think.
I just heard him say it, and I thought that's what they said.
Exotic. Somebody in the Twitch chat said they just already give the world.
That makes sense now.
With that kind of roster.
That makes sense now.
That's going to be looking whether indeed, as you mentioned, it's going to be EU or North America. And yeah, Super Ole Service Amai Batata 200%. You might not recognize.
I also think yeah, Super Ole.
Some of the classic folks for
that team is good.
On Super Ole.
That team is good. Obviously.
Atomic on Amai and Batata. I still gonna go. Chazette 45. Love him to bits. And 200% Acro Catalysm and Louis P. I bet you just cannot pick one. I'm just going to say all of them. Folks, we're still preparing that first series of the day, Dignitas.
What do you guys think, like,
thank you for your
about all of these teams?
Getting everything set up. I do believe, looking at what's happening on the French side of things, we are this close to starting that best of 7.
Literally, I think it was meant to be 10 past.
He said he thought he was German.
But if we look now, I think players are getting into lobby, so we could be starting a little bit.
Yeah, so this team is basically.
Who do you think is going to take it?
As far as I understand, this is the team going into next season. That's like my understanding, but they're hoping to get picked up by an org, obviously. This team is like, that's like a good European team, but not a top European team. Same with this. This team, I'm the most like, I have no idea. I'm assuming they're gonna be on the weaker end though. And I also think this team is like similar to, these are like similar skill level probably. How are you doing, Ryer? Good to see you, man. Okay, we have Appjack with Stacey.
Batata in blue, Dignitas in orange, and it's Batata with the first chance of the game.
I would think Dignitas is the big favorites here, right? They should be. Stissy was, when last I saw, #1 on the 2's leaderboard as well. So he's been grinding and doing really good. Stissy is very good, obviously. Everyone knows that. Could be Stissy's breakout season next season. Seems like good players want to team with him. Let's see what happens. And it's looking like Chronic Appjack Stissy is not impossible. That was kind of crazy. To be honest though, that should really be defended. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't be able to hug the wall for... Of course they didn't expect that to go in. It's like, pretty much never happens where that goes in, but... They shouldn't let it hug the backboard for that long without anyone contesting it, right? Good read from Shosset. Sidewall. No. Stissy is quick to that. Close. But this is only a temporary slot though. I'm pretty sure, like... They had to take whoever they could, right? The best player they could get. Good job from Appjack. I still think Appjack's very good, by the way. I do. I still think he's very good. Still a top tier player in my mind. Even though very disappointing season. Jack played really poorly when I watched him yesterday play the 1v1 tourney. He played really poorly in that. But yeah, there's a lot of good players there though. Yeah, and apparently Morocco's the best region in Rocket League now. It's kind of crazy how 2 Moroccan players ended up in that final. Just with, you know, how many good players are in there. Jolly was playing so good. So good.
With a tie like this, you don't want to be rushing all out, and I think that
Moxie was so bad. Not so bad, I thought. I mean, obviously not his peak level, but it wasn't like crazy bad or anything like that, right? I thought. Maybe it was. I didn't watch every, all of his games, to be fair. Like, I watched a lot of him play, but not everything. Yeah, but remember though, like, the thing is, there's so many good players in that tourney. It's actually insane. Like, it's actually absurd. Like the NA, when I looked at the NA version, it looks like a complete joke in comparison. Like the level of that European, what's it called? I forget what it's called, something. The tournament. What's it called again? Either way, the Shopify tournament. Unreal. I also thought, like in my mind, that the 2 like main favorites coming into it is Nas and Moxie. But it's just one of those things, like all of those players could win it, except for a few. And also Rasir's played insane. Like yeah. He did really good. But, like he did so much better than I expected.
Rocket League.
To me, honestly, that's the way I play it. I play very cautiously, I play defensively.
I don't even know that Nas is like necessarily better than Moxie either, though.
For now, Stizzy would love to make it 3-1 in favor of his team.
Like, I know, like, I understand their record is very Nas.
Nobody's at home on your side of the field, Stizzy. There's a lot of traffic.
My point is that I'm trying to say is it's not as simple as like Nas beats Moxie a lot. That means it's the better player. That's not exactly how it works, you know. Like certain players have an easier time playing certain other players, so it won't work out exactly like that, you know. Like Moxie could have like a 4-0 record against like Jolly or something, and then it like Nas could lose to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think what really matters is how you do against like a big variety of players, at like the top players, right? I'm sure Nupo was invited, yeah. Same with Sen. I'm sure. Bingus Baloo, how you doing? Welcome back. TRK as well, yeah, I'm sure. Actually, I believe the invited players was based upon rank. I think they invited the highest ranked players, right? Isn't that correct? I'm pretty sure I heard someone say that.
That was the problem for them. It's very small adjustments, but Batata is right there on line. This is really hard to decide just from game one.
But I'm not sure about that.
Final goal go in. Originally, Chazette did not have enough boost.
But I heard someone say it on one of the broadcasts. I don't remember who said it.
Watching that replay, he came really close to making a save in that one. Still, the counter by
There's also the NA thing. 1v1 tourney, right? Today.
Not only takes his team to the lead in the game, takes his team to the lead.
But that goes until too late, I think.
Strong start, but
for me to watch.
It's Batata who has opened the scoring in game number 1. And
almost certain.
Opened the first minute of
at least.
With their pressure and their possession. I'm pretty sure it was 75.
And it's very boring. I mean, I think it could be fun to watch like Beast Mode and stuff like this, but definitely missing like Daniel in First Killer and stuff like that. Hyder was invited. And what's his rank? Yeah, maybe either that was wrong, whoever said that, or it's a mixture, maybe? Maybe? Who knows? I sure don't. But yeah, like, Hyder was one of those players where just looking at the lineup, it's like, bro, Hyder's gonna have no chance. You know, like, it's just crazy how many good players were in there. Toxic did well, though.
Unfortunately, just not able to put enough power behind it. Naturally, with zero boost, and again, that
better than I thought.
With that first goal,
I mean, Toxic is a... by the way, Toxic hit some absurd flicks yesterday. Like, so many. At least 3 flicks that were, like, absolutely unreal. Yesterday. Yo, Pink Dog, how are you doing? Great to see you. Yeah, Dig looking in control.
Now trying to wrestle the ball away from Munzer. Apparently Jack up in the air.
Really good block, that's a goal. Soul Jack on that.
Woke up about an hour before everybody else and was there in position.
A little greedy from Fox there. Last man, and he wants a lot. Could have just kind of kept it close there. For now, I'm definitely just watching. Pink Dog. We'll see if we have any time in between, I guess, or whatever. Stacey turning back into the corner, trying to steal the boost, and I think he got it. That really didn't look like he got that boost, but he did. Which is huge for Dig there. Oh, that's very good for Dig. That player committed and Jack beat him.
Perhaps in a different situation, but for now, just gives the ball away from Batata. There isn't a moment of slow play right here as Batata, Chazette found the ball, but not enough power to put it on target.
Yeah, the pace really helps Batata cover some of their weaknesses of one another. Set bouncing off. Ricefox is right there, but Appjack perfectly poised. Nice, calm, collected. Nice. Appjack's greatest strength.
Yeah.
Does he have the pace?
I think once feels really weird these days. Like, I kind of had the same feeling when I played, actually, you know, like, where it's just like, yeah, it's weird.
See what's gonna happen. Tries to go for it himself, and right there, apparently Jack makes a connection. In other cases, enough to clear.
What did you send me?
This time, not to be. Ricefox is gonna be credited with the goal.
Or this?
Everything, and then apparently Jack just gave him a little
I mean, I've seen this before, I believe.
Like he was gonna do it on the double.
That was the weirdest caster curse I've ever heard. I was praising Appjack and he's like, no, shut up, own goals. Don't ever give me praise.
It's all right. I know that he's gonna immediately fix that. In the end, Dignitas is still in the lead, although
yeah,
has been cut down to
but it's a lot of the same.
Right now, they're trying their own little setups.
Jack is just trying out everywhere. Oh, they came back.
With the goal, and now Batata is tied with their opposition. I love this little rollout. It's reminiscent of Mighty Ducks and just the V formation. They're just gonna push.
Well, Econ is one of, like,
I wonder where Noli will be playing. It says JNAP's come talk, so it looks like Noli is trying to find a new team. Who would Noli play with?
Like I said, it's a great little formation and sort of a set
Hoxer and Garrett?
Absolutely. Not always
Yeah.
you get a chance to do this. Usually the rotation is much wider.
Either way, if they pick up either one of them, it will be a good team.
But they managed to make it work. Sort of half block, half
But yeah, there's no perfect third left in NA, is there?
but not on that particular attack.
There really isn't.
Apparently Jack removing the opposition, so it's harder for Batata to create something.
Oh, oh,
Double tap opportunity.
that would have been a clean shot. So fast.
On that particular attack.
He's dusted. Not quite.
There as well. You could have almost seen it going in.
That's true, that's true.
Of Dignitas is strong. It will take those demos straight out plays to beat them. But
That is true.
a net, simple one-on-ones.
But that almost seems unlikely now, I feel. I feel like it is, in fact, gonna be only Joreous Nas. Unless they do incredibly poorly, I guess, in the off-season. Which is possible, but...
Not in time, and Ricefox reset perfectly.
Yeah, we'll see, we'll see.
As well. With just a little over a minute remaining, it is Batata in the lead and looking, dare I say, Caster Kirsty almost is how he's going to be looking. Stizzy still in the corner, strong shot to himself. Not a chance for him to continue. His teammates are coming in. You can see Dignitas just threw everything on that net, but without any results, and now have to retreat back.
Well, that demo from Metza there should slow down the attack, but a member from Batata will respawn with...
It's a good chance for Mitzer here to, like, kinda put his name out there, if he does really well here. But, yeah, it's a lot of pressure maybe he's feeling, who knows? Definitely gonna be feeling more pressure than Jack and Stacy, I feel.
Going to be receiving this pass. Tizzy blocked by the defender. Whoever that was on Batata. Now the counter is developing. So that just needs to be careful enough to kill the ball. Ricefox bumped out of the
It's a good bump.
Tizzy, no boost. So Econ's going to be first.
That's hard.
Jack misses.
Yeah, the thing there is Jack has already made up his mind that he will go for it, even if he can't reach it. So that's why you see a whiff there, because he knows with like 3 seconds left, he's just gonna have to go for that ball regardless. So he's already made up his mind he will dive. Right.
Yeah, real interesting.
Should win? Yeah, they should, but it's, yeah.
I don't know, game one, Dignitas looks so comfortable. I'd argue here in game
It's gonna be hard.
Dignitas looked comfortable as well. But Batata just grind it out, fixing
It's a nice comeback though, for sure.
We didn't see as many demos from Dignitas onto Batata during this game too, it's got to be said. And the goals from Dignitas were incredible, like that one from Stizzy there. And it's got to be said as well, one of the
It's not often you see like a comeback like that.
was an own goal from Appjack, remember? So
There it is.
there
Yeah.
we go. It's
That's one of the goals I missed when I looked earlier.
and game 3 for me is going to be a real decider.
I think they will take it though. Is this best of 3? It shows like best of 7 or best of 5. I mean, it shows like best of 7 in the overlay. Is that what it is?
For about 2 minutes, let's say. But then Batata just kept on finding the little
I don't know if they changed the overlay between best of 5 and best of 7. Or if they just like have one.
3 shots, 4 goals for Batata. Not just 100% execution rate, 133%, shall we say. That own goal working in their favor. Really well made, and in a game like this, when the shots are on the weight of gold, really is what really.
I feel like from what all the talk I'm seeing out there, I feel like everyone expects Vitality to just be like the best team. Do you guys feel the same? I personally feel like, I mean, I'm usually like, yeah. I feel like it's not gonna be that clear. Because I think the KC team is so good. Oh yeah, I agree, but what I'm saying is like the conversation right now, sort of from people I see, it feels like people are just kind of suggesting that Vitality will just be better than KC. I don't feel like that's like a guarantee. Do you know what I mean? I feel like KC could easily come out and be the best team. Like, that's what happened last year. Like, think about it, like BDS... I understand it's not exactly the same, but BDS at the start of last season was pretty similar to the new team. The crazy thing is though, like... Yeah. I don't know if people would have... I don't know, yeah. I don't know.
That was just a pure moment of madness. Allow it to happen, Jam.
Yeah, just become one with the madness. Well, Dignitas is
we'll see.
That as well. Maybe a little bit of a karmic payback for that own goal of Friendly Jack in the previous game. So now a handicap for the team in orange, and Batata is going to have to...
Oh, what are we doing?
Wild stray bounce.
I think KC is just as good. I really do.
As I see him spawn in the corner, really nullifies the rest of Batata's attack. The man have to go all the way from their own half, and even midfield point, because that can only play it slowly and bunk down.
In terms of talent, I think they're just as good.
Was a nicely crafted play. Appjack not going to be able to follow up on that one. Strawsep does find Reese Fox, and that is a great pass into clearance. Pressure being applied by Reese Fox. Picks up the 100. Is perfectly there on the opposite side, but Strawsep's the one to step in. Reese Fox didn't have the confidence to stick around and punch that one.
Careful, little pass to Econ, but a little bit too little, a little bit too slow.
It's pretty much confirmed, right? To my understanding, like, it seems like that will happen. As far as I can tell.
He slots it exactly where the Batata defenders were not. Watching up Abjack just try to work. It really steals it off Chazad, actually, now that we're seeing.
Because, like, if that's a rumor out there, it would seem like NRG has suggested it, and I cannot see, like, if FK and LJ, like, not wanting to do that, if you know what I mean. The only, like, thing that could get in the way is obviously payment, but it seemed like they wanted to play for SSG first, but SSG did not want to pay the amount. Yeah, so they picked up Snowman instead, which I think is a really good idea by Space Station, by the way. Wouldn't it be stupid for Nas to join Oli and Jorius? I think it is, a little bit, yeah. I think it is, a little bit. Like, stupid is a strong word, but it doesn't seem like a team that will be... Now, they could make lands, I do believe they can, but... And I do think Oli is like an upgrade over AJ. I do also think that. But it's still like, yeah, big portion the same team.
That is going to be vulnerable to concede yet another one. They're now in the attack. Do they have any sort of semblance of possession? Right.
That's blocked by Reese. Abjack to the skies off the wall. Not going to be able to utilize that power, but Stizzy
Yeah.
Relentless nature of the Spaniard does not want to give up these opportunities. Still has, what was that?
Yeah, Jorius is a weird player. I never know what to think about Jorius, because sometimes he's really good and... But yeah, like his track record as a player just shows he's never had any good results. Like what, like deep into tournaments, it's just, it doesn't happen, right? That's his track record. Generally speaking. It's a very consistent thing for him. But Oli is so much more solid than like an AJ, and that's why I think it's still gonna be a bit interesting to see, because he's a very, very different player to like the team dynamic is the interesting thing to see. It's not like is Oli gonna carry, that's not the question. It's more like, can he fix the team dynamic and make that team actually really good? That's the question for me, you know. Still, it's, yeah, at best, I feel like if everything like pans out perfect, I feel at best they're gonna be like top 4 at best in Europe. Probably. Something like that, at best. In that range. So, yeah. It does feel like a bit of a weird move for Nas, but maybe his stocks aren't that high for, I don't know, amongst the players. It's hard, right? Because there are so many good players. But I think, yeah, Nas with the LJ first killer, to me, would have made a lot of sense, but...
That's not for the lack of trying, but I'm currently seeing, apparently Jack, 8 shots on target. Stizzy, last time we saw him, 6 shots on target and a hat-trick to his name. It has been all Dignitas throughout these 5 minutes. And they're going to be in a great position coming into game number 4. For the side of Batata, though, it's back to the drawing board and trying to find any sort of...
Yeah, I don't know.
Because this game...
Abstract Nasty, like, I think that is, like, also really good, obviously. I think that could be really good as well.
Tick away, figure it out, maybe de-stress a bit, because a 4-0 game like that,
but yeah, we'll see.
It's going to sting a little bit, but Patata, we're talking about this as a team with experience when you're looking at Econ set.
But there's probably going to be some team that is going to be really good that we kind of don't expect, right? It usually happens because there are a lot of good players. So like right now, coming into the season, it feels like it's pretty much G2, Falcons, Vitality and KC, those are like the teams. But I do think like as the season starts, there will be like some other teams. And then LJ First Killer could also be potentially up there with G2, but it's like a little bit of a stretch to say they will be, like guaranteed.
Just to reset a little bit mentally clear, and this is really a real benefit of having
by default, but
such as Econ, such as Chazette. They know how to do this. Without that mental part of their game, they won't be able to play at the highest level as I've already did.
Well, how quickly going into game number 4? I'm pretty sure we didn't have that technical timeout. So, Patata, what can you bring? An early opening goal would be absolutely perfect for them here.
Yeah, let me pay a bit more attention to the gameplay.
Crushing their dreams, putting them into the floor. But here's Patata on the attack, and
great touch by Stacey. Jack up fast.
Apparently, Jack, with his own little attempt to the corner, not towards the net.
Jack tries to play that a bit safe. That's a really good cutoff actually from Jack. It's a bit bad from Mitzer there. He's pushing into the corner on 0. Now gonna leave Stacey alone. See? This is why this happened, by the way, for sure. I think if Mitzer was not the one pushing there, Mitzer just picks up pads, and Stacey is instead the one pressuring, that would have turned out a lot better, in my opinion. Because Stacey can do a lot more there. Like, yeah, Mitzer's just gonna end up out of position immediately, and Stacey's gonna have to solo defend. It's not good. They can't chow for each other. Whilst if you flip who went first, then it's gonna be better. Oh. Jack a bit far, and he's gotten dunked real bad, actually. Be careful. That's a nice cut from Mitzer. I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly. Is it Mitzer or like... Is that correct? Mitzer? I feel like that's correct. Okay, okay, I'm saying it right. It's a smart play from Jack. Pressure. Just go back. Nice control touch. A little bit bad there on the 50 from Jack, but he does secure the boost, so it's fine. Oh, that's actually a really good touch from Stizzy. Almost around. Those are good plays, but the only thing is it's hard to read for teammates as well, right?
But you can see by looking at the boost, they don't have the confidence, they don't have those capabilities to follow up on an econ. Not reading that play exactly. Zapjack will throw in the corner. Stizzy needs a
nice pass. Jack messing up there. Did he just still get the pop though? Is he playing good? Who? Mitzer? I don't think so far. I mean, like, it's good obviously, but I don't think it's like... It doesn't feel like he has the biggest impact on the team, for me. That's usually like my measurement. It's like how many good things is any player doing, you know? Like how many positive sort of impacts throughout a match, how consistent with that. Oh, very good job by Stizzy. Maybe rush that last touch a bit, and now Jack is also committed far forward. Mitzer, leaving Mitzer alone to defend here. It's a bit sketchy. It's done well though. Oh! Oh, that was a goal if Econ didn't get the demo. Nice first touch. Oh, but nothing. I see a lot of good ideas from Jack right now, but he is messing up a bit. You know? On multiple moments. It's like if he got exactly what he wanted, it feels like it could be a goal at the end of the play. That's a nice try from Stizzy. Stizzy is the standout for sure, for me, so far. In this game.
The quality of gameplay has really upped in Game 4, hasn't it? Like, you can see now that they're having to work every single inch of the pitch just purely to get...
Now, Stizzy might be a bit overextended. See, this kind of pressure is not gonna work most of the time. Like, it's good to keep the pressure, but yeah, gotta be so careful on the counter-attack. Do I think Complexity will be good in NA? Is it the Diaz version? Or what is it? What's the team? Is it the same? Yeah. I really don't know. Like in terms of skill, like potential, I think I'd say they should be like top 4 for sure. But I guess it's really a question about synergy, because the way they played at the end of like the last season in SAM is not good enough. When they picked up the ES, right? I don't think it's good enough for that. But I think in terms of their potential, they should really be able to be top 4, right? That's what I think. Because I think the Complexity we saw at the first LAN last year, they looked really good. And I think they definitely looked like a team that would be top 4 NA, or like thereabouts, right? 4 or 5, for sure. But yeah, the DS version, they didn't play as good, it seems. So I guess it's a lot on DS's shoulders to have like improved his team dynamic, like with his teammates and his 3v3 understanding and stuff like that. I mean, DS will be one of the most talented players in NA next season, right? It's gonna be crazy, by the way. That's another thing. It's gonna be very interesting to see Diaz in ones as well next season, if he's living in NA. Just to see, like, is there gonna be any difference? Noticeable difference?
It's just more so about the way that
But I think it won't be that crazy, like, of a difference. I think he's just so good at playing on high ping.
You know, simple, dare I say, silly goals that were just off the back of really rotating around to net.
But who knows?
I can also look at the way Dignitas are
He's a beast, though.
I feel they need to throw a little cut
He's
in
a
their
beast.
rotations. They're keeping that full three-player rotation because, of course, they are playing with the sub-Matza, but I feel if they just allowed Matza to cut or Stizzy, realistically, they would get just those...
How are you doing, by the way, Tai Tai? I missed you in chat earlier. Don't know if you're here around about. Is Dig playing in EU? That's what I think, but who knows? Maybe not. If like if it's with Chronic, then it almost seems like they are not. Right? That's the confusing thing. Is like it said it was with Chronic in this tournament earlier. I don't know if you guys saw that. But like when I hovered here, yeah, see, this is from earlier. I haven't refreshed the tab. You see, it says Chronic Jack Stizzy. But then now it says different, I believe. Now it's not Chronic anymore. So why would they sign up with Chronic if that's not like a team they are gonna play with? It is stupid to play in EU, right? I understand that, the Diary, but doesn't that imply that Chronic is on Dignitas, or like kind of like... Like they already knew they couldn't play this tournament with Chronic. It's confusing. This is what I'm saying. I'm like trying to speculate, Diary. This is what I'm trying to do. It's like speculate if this means anything. I understand the truth behind the Wikipedia page. That's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm saying, like, is there like any info we can take from this? I'm doing like meta gaming. You know? Yeah, it is stupid to play in EU in a way, right?
Still in the woods is Dignitas, so it's really hard for the both of them. No strong clear is coming on out, and Potato trying to keep it in front of them.
I agree. Yeah. It definitely seems like Jack has been like completely 50-50 on whether he is gonna play in EU, and I think if like Stizzy and Jack might have tried out with a third, like a European third, and then based upon that they basically make up their mind. If like Jack maybe makes up his mind if he thinks Chronic would be better or something like this. I don't know. Maybe that's what they've been doing. I'm purely speculating, obviously, but maybe like they've tried out with the European thirds, and if they like found something they thought was really good, then they would consider playing EU. Like maybe this could be it. I kind of hope they will play NA, because I think that'll make NA a lot more interesting, actually. And I also think it makes it more likely that team will actually qualify for LANs as well. Also, how many spots are there now? Is it the same in Europe and NA for next season? I don't really remember. Is it 5? Or is it more? I know it's increased, obviously, but... Both. Is it only Worlds it's increased? I thought it was increased everywhere.
Have been finding some really wise openings throughout the whole series, and they're not going to shy to finding another one just yet. And Stizzy,
yeah,
even though Econ was there with a lot of boost, still the
only Worlds increased. That's a shame.
And we're seeing Dignitas defense work wonders.
Oh, that's a really strong.
Still good though, obviously. I guess it makes sense. But it does kind of feel like a little bit... I mean, I guess it's fine. It's just like last season, I felt like even the majors, it felt like there should have been like more spots from Europe. To me. Like one more last season would have been like perfect for Europe, is what I felt.
LCS. And
at the majors.
They are going to be showcasing some great Rocket League.
Yeah, Worlds will be crazy, I feel, next season. I feel like it'll be crazy.
Done and dusted, and booked their tickets to the Paris Game Week 2024. That's October 25th. Tickets are on sale if you're in the area or just want to visit, and you'll be able to see the top 4 teams that are going to be qualifying.
Okay, so it's like a last qualifier thing.
Will Batata make yet another comeback? This could have been a start. But takes extra time and now watches the ball on the other
But
side.
is that a based... Yeah, it's like a wildcard. I remember when you say it there, I kind of remember that. I've read that before, but is it like not based upon earlier season points at all?
Going for another 50-50. That's wild. Reese Fox for Econ. Stizzy to intercept, and Stizzy has just been...
It's purely just... Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful defensive work.
I kind of like that.
Where he needs to be.
It's not.
And Batata might have to
I actually think it's better that it's not.
place if he really
What do you guys think?
won on
I prefer that it's not based upon season points, in a way.
and rotating throughout.
And I can explain why.
Now in an air
But
chance,
yeah,
looking
what do you
for
guys
a
think?
goal. Return Stizzy versus one of Batata. Now a runaway with Stizzy with Abjack Shazette. What a deny on Abjack.
I actually think that's a good idea.
Immediately, this needs to happen on the other side of the field.
Oh.
Box. Honestly, that flip reset, perhaps a little bit extra. The goal is not as high. And apparently Jack was already on the backboard and clearing this up. Long
I actually really like that it's not based upon earlier season points.
but so far this has been back and forth and no
Yeah,
easy wins for
exactly.
either of the
But
teams.
I'll explain why I think it's a good thing that it's not like that. It's because, like, pretty much every single season I can remember, it's been like, throughout a season, a team has, like, become better throughout the season, right? But the thing is, they weren't able to collect a lot of points early, so they didn't have a chance to actually qualify for Worlds. But they are actually one of the best teams late in the season. This happened with Team Liquid, happened with, like, Oxygen last season, and stuff like that. And I think it's better, like, it's more likely you get the best team qualifying this way. Yeah, like, you still have a chance even if you make a roster move and you, like, sort of a good, really good, strong team happens in mid-season. That team still can qualify, which is a good thing, because before it was, like, impossible. And that is kind of a good thing. Yeah, I like it, I like it. I think it's good. Right? I really do.
The Spanish Inquisition, but not the French land. Maybe they did. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure. Like, that event is like... That's the most pressure probably in any event throughout the whole year. Not even joking. Like, that event will be so hype, honestly. Like, that last qualifier thing, that's gonna be crazy to watch. Because, yeah... Like, the pressure is just gonna be insane. It's like more pressure than Worlds. No joke. Like, being scared of not qualifying and having the potential to qualify is gonna cause so much stress. It's gonna be like so much pressure. It's like Oxygen at the major, you know, like just coming in with so much pressure before knowing they can qualify for Worlds. Just so much pressure, right? It's gonna be just like that. For everyone.
Abjack and Stizzy are a really dangerous combo, by the way, because Abjack gets so much value from...
Oh, that was nice.
He does. It's more about not only going up into the air to near enough attack and progress the ball downfield, but then picking up the 100, say, at the end when they fall to the ground. Like, they're continuously...
Nitzer has kind of a habit of, like, sort of stopping in awkward spots and stuff like that. Which you don't see Jack and... Like, players like Jack and Stizzy do. It's kind of, you can tell, like, visibly.
The rotation around the pitch, not really what you expect from other players, and so you're not ready for all that from Stizzy. And that kind of...
He does that kind of thing, you know, like even there. It's like he's turning when he's going for that, he's not in the right position.
Looking at Batata and then Matza, who is so quick, so so aggressive is the perfect thing to just throw in amongst it.
How about this? Apparently Jack with a shot on a target, a little
Bit of a poor shot.
I suppose. While the Dignitas are trying to find their little bit of a counter-attacking play. Long shot.
It's actually a pretty good hit from Mitzer. Create some, like a little, stalls a bit of time. Oh, big whiff. Actually gets a bump though. And Mitzer with a massive whiff there. I have no idea, Pink Dog, to be honest with you. But I think we should be able to play. I don't know if they wait until the... I feel like they should just start. He's a sub Banjay.
That's why I love Appjack as a player.
Look at that, that was a great interception. The Dignitas in the middle of the field. Quite a long pass across to the other flank by Batata, but perfectly read by Dignitas. Now,
Kinda surprised Stacey didn't use that reset. Did he not get it? It looked like he was around him. Oh. What a clear. This is bad though for Batata. Ooh. Oh my! That was so nearly just then. Jack getting flashbacks from Worlds.
Simply clutch. There is no other words from that from Appjack. Just feathering the line, showing the small margins here. Minute 30 left. No goals scored just yet. Who knows? It could be a one-goal game. Where's that goal going?
Are you stressed out, Pink Dog?
Batata now have found a little bit of boost, found a little bit of aggression, but Dignitas, hold on.
Oh, another double commit. Unfortunately, Batata are very eager to get up high or go for a clear, but it is very dangerous. Stizzy, yet another demo. That's a wrist fox ruling defense, but the Dignitas.
Good flick.
Mitzer not going to be able to reach it. Now, full tanks of boost. Econ and Shawzan.
Oh.
A little bit of help of their opposition bringing the ball out, but that's going to be all in the hands of Dignitas and pushed on through.
It's going to be a big attack. Matza setting up for Appjack. Big demo from Shawzan, but where is Stizzy? Block and Matza is right there for the take.
Ooh. If he got a clean hit off the backboard, that would have been danger.
Everything from Dignitas, and they have to go again.
Oh Lord, you can see the Batata stepped away from the ball, and every single time they give Dignitas the opportunity to really hit it hard, it is looking quite dangerous. That's less than 30 seconds. Those long clears would be great, but they never reach as far as they would. So maybe on a rare occasion.
Jack in a good spot here, actually.
Collecting them. Apparently, Jack, can he make
Oh, great play. Bit unfortunate that's not a goal. Really bad defending going on there. By the first challenger.
Still wants to keep it up. Well, they have the possession. He has the boost. Stizzy off the corner to the center. It goes 0-0 overtime. We're either seeing Dignitas go to Paris with this one goal, or we're seeing Batata go put the series all the way to 7 games.
It's getting bumped. Should be a goal. Oh, good save. Wow. What a save. He definitely is, by the way, Banjay as well. You can tell by how he's playing. Why would he touch that, by the way? Like, he definitely tried to touch it. I mean, maybe he just thought it would be too dangerous to leave it.
The scenes on the seats right now.
Yo, Lauren. It's a tournament happening. Off-season tournament. Next match is Vitality. Playing against 200%. That was a crazy moment.
Rocketleague ending there has ever been to a series.
Gotta look at these stats. Apparently, Jack putting the double.
Okay. We can do it, Pink Dog, while we're waiting. 1 second. do the 1v1 redeem and then we'll go back to it. We should be able to. Surely. Should have time for one redeem, I feel. There we go. Coming in pretty cold here. I'm excited to watch Vitality. It's just fun. It's just fun. Why is he trying to be fairy pig? Yeah, if we have time, Sino, sure. I don't know if we have time. Oh, that was pretty poor. I have a feeling we will not have time for 3. But we'll see what happens. Ah, that's so bad. Should never let that happen. I had such a good setup. Don't even know how it 50'd there, honestly. But I should have been a bit higher on it. Ah, what am I doing? What? What am I doing? Oh, he scores that? Oh my god. I didn't think he tried to shoot that. I didn't think it was scoreable. Caught me off. I just goes. Ah, that's bad. Nice. Faked him. You're keeping an eye on it, Sino? Let me know if it says anything about, like, when they restart. Ah, I didn't get that pad. Ah, I was gonna try to get cheeky there. It's not a good idea though, honestly. But I guess Mitzer worked out better. What are we talking about, by the way? Oh, that was a super old comment, right? That you responded to, Diary? I was confused there for a moment. Wasn't that like 30 minutes ago? I swear it was. Ah, sport. I didn't think it'd go there, but... Just gonna see if I could somehow fake him there. Okay, it's just going. Ah, what is that? Should make it back though. And what? He got the boost and I didn't demo him there? That's crazy. That looked so crazy, what? I'm shocked by that. He's messed up here. Okay. I mean, Mitzer was one of the players that did quite well in the tournament itself, I think, right? So maybe that's something they like looked at, like who did good in the tourney. I don't know. I don't know why they picked him. Like the qualifiers. Ah. Ah. Ah, 0 pop on that. Yeah, maybe they did like something, I don't know. Banjay is so confused. It's probably the best available players, I'm guessing, right? Maybe just someone he's played in ranked or something, like I'm guessing as well. I'm trying to guess with you. Has to be based upon something, right? Damn it. Does it say anything about how long until it starts now? GG? GG? Pink doggo? 3 minutes? I feel we'll have time, Sino, for one. I feel we'll have time. I think they'll talk for a little bit. If you want to play, I think we'll have time. If we start right now. Don't I have you on Epic? Is it Steam? Oh, it's Steam. I forgot. Okay, let's go. Okay, he could have scored there. I messed up. I didn't see. I just go there. That's a nice shot. I kind of thought he might try that. It's a very nice shot. Should have charged a little quicker, and then I would have covered that. Ah, that's so bad. Definitely was possible to score with it, but yeah, my approach was so bad. No, didn't think it'd go demo there. Nice play. Didn't think I would save that. Kinda got annoyed at myself there for a second. Oh, I didn't even bump him off. He's playing good. I need to do better. delay. Ah, he fakes it. That's smart. Fuck. So poor by me, though. So poor. Shouldn't happen. Okay, good win. Thought it would go like bar down and straight up there for a second. Okay, we get possession. Ah, good 50 from him then. Ah, he just goes, man. It's annoying. Yeah, he's catching me with a lot of weird shit. And I don't have time to read it in a single game. It's annoying. That's a good shot. Good play. Xeno's kind of peeking. Let's lock in. Nice. Okay, he's trolling. Nice. Yeah, he's trying so many different things, like everywhere. It's really hard to read him at the moment with anything. Ah, I knew I was getting bumped. Can he score that? No, he messed up. Try to not to get bumped. Yeah. The reason I flicked there is because he got really aggressive on me in the same position earlier, so try to punish that, and it did work. Oh, can he score that? No. He'll definitely go air dribble. Ah, he delayed it. I thought he was doing something different. I started going like down. Nice. That's risky. Maybe he thought I couldn't see him, but I could clearly see him. Oh, wow. Yeah, the thing there is I kind of knew he wanted to get aggressive because he knew I had 0. But yeah, that's why I score. He didn't respect the fact that I could still shoot on 0, basically. What am I doing? I should have popped that higher. It's honestly such a bad touch, this bounce. Not ideal. Ah, wanted to catch him. Oh, he didn't score? I don't know why he went for the boost. Oh, what a touch. Okay, I've trolled this situation, but... That was a bad 50. Could have easily gone down the center in a bad way. Nice. Nice. Ah. Ah, that's a good setup. No, I land on his car, bro. That is really unfortunate. Yeah. I land on top of his car there. Just absolutely destroyed me. Damn. No, I thought it delayed. Ah. Good pogo. Well played, well played. That was really unfortunate in the corner. I want to go back and watch that. GG, Sino. Yo, how are you doing? Said K47. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, see, that's so annoying. Here, like you can tell I'm trying to land on the wall, right there, and I landed under his car. That's unfortunate. Like it completely ruined my recovery so hard. That's painful. Like you can see, I even tried to like point my nose down to avoid that. Ugh. Yeah, I thought maybe you missed here, but yeah, then it was clearly in. Yo, ZK, how you doing? You had it though. It's a good game, it's a good game. Yeah, I kinda started playing good throughout, but yeah, it's a tough comeback to make, to be real. It's really hard to read you, Sino. You did so many different things in every position. I couldn't get a read early. Kickoffs and everything, like, you were like mixing it up everywhere. Wait, starting.
To clarify, I also agree that this is the best game. Oh my goodness, to try and beat Vitality, but that's a very scary shot. I'll say by Capitalism. The question is, will
yeah, but it did work, you know. I did start to adapt, right? Because I was getting caught out by certain things you were doing. But yeah, I didn't expect some of those things. Haaland or Zlatan? I'm not, I don't know. I'm not enough into like football to actually answer that question well. You know? I mean, that's Haaland for sure. I feel, but why would it be? Handles it well. Capitalism waiting at the midfield line. Look to see what Monkey Moon full boost tank as well. Capitalism waits and gets his reward. 90 degrees up, but Acro intercepts. I mean, who knows? Like I said once again, I'm not enough into football to even know. But like, yeah, I've seen it, but like, what I'm going off of is like the reaction from people. You know, because I don't watch football these days. Like, very, very rarely. Well, who had this on their bingo card? Team Vitality, though, with 30 minutes left, they have plenty of time to get back into this game, and that is exactly what they've done straight off the kickoff. Oh, this is just perfect. Exactly, saying things. But the pass that's sick. Over. But again, I hate to be somewhat the skeptical, the horrible one defending. Lewisby had a chance to get away with that one. All right, game on 200%. And they're going to leave. Our level of gameplay in that one skin was for sure. Yeah, I think so actually, you know. But I think I can play better as well than what I did. It's a bit hard to say if it is actually 1200 though. Because honestly, I might have lost at that rank. Keeping in mind it was like my first 2 only games of the day. I feel maybe Yeah. It's hard though, you know, it's hard for sure. Like, last time I played once, it's like I need to play extremely consistent high level to actually rank up at those same MMRs you're talking about. It's definitely different than it used to be. Definitely. I used to have like absolutely no issue ever getting GC2, to be honest, like... And I mean, I still don't. Like, I still get GC2 if I play once. And I... yeah, higher, but... it does feel a bit harder, even though I'm better.
Challenge successful from Exotic, but another breakaway moment for 200%. Instant response from Zen, looks to go straight to
What rank is low? Low 1000? I don't actually know what rank that is. Is that below GC? Oh, I see. Okay, I see. Oh, it's that low. See, I wouldn't really lose a champ to... I don't think.
He'll be the man that I'd be more watching here. What is he able to get the other two in the form of Monkey and Sam?
Right.
Actually play off the ball, but again, they've only got 60 seconds to hold here.
Vitality have gone all eyes in on those 100 boosts, and with very limited.
Oh my god! How did he get so much power?
Very unfortunate not to see that just go a little bit further to the left.
Why are you sad? Well,
40 seconds left.
was 7 years in your Diamond 1? Yeah, I can't really tell you why.
Well, certainly do. We've been sitting there saying that you have to attack.
How old are you, ZK, by the way? Out of curiosity. Damn.
Yes, it was.
It was just a
You're 14.
Pressure. Monkey Moon, unfortunate not to get the goal himself, but great comms to Zen, who comes in like a freight train.
But maybe you not play that much.
To the far corner, away from the incoming final defender,
Compared to us, like, even if you played for that long, like, how much have you actually played?
Oh, you think that maybe one goal was out of the realm, but we saw two. Let's give at least 200%.
1K.
They've got where nobody would have thought
Yeah.
earlier. But
I mean, I think if you played on a good device and stuff like that, then you probably improve a lot faster. Nice pink dog. Staying up here. Okay, let me pay attention to the game though. I do want to watch.
Game one, overtime so important for this blue side.
Certainly so, and that kick-off, I'm not a fan at all in every single...
Oh my, that was nice actually. This is like deceptively good. Like, it looks so simple, but like Monkey Moon hits that curve perfect. Sen on 0 boost just reads that like instantly. That is actually so hard to like have that play work.
And Team Vitality do turn this one around. Game one in their pockets.
Yeah, maybe that's also one of those things, you know, is you feel like you should be winning easily, but it's not actually easy. And that is getting you tilted and stuff like that. Because I can relate to that as well. I have that same feeling, but I think if you just... like, I just don't ignore... Like, just ignore the fact that they're worse than you. Do you know what I mean? Because I think if I play like that, then I'm not gonna lose at the rank. Like, if I'm, like, in my mindset is I'm gonna take them as seriously as, like, someone that is high rank. You know what I mean? And yeah, some games will be close sometimes that you don't wanna have be close, but...
With two incumbent world champions in the previous one before that, I'm sorry, you shouldn't be on the pitch. Every player should be looking forward to this match.
That is the most Roy Keane that you have ever sounded, and I will say that as a compliment, because I also fully agree with you.
But yeah, kind of sounds like a mental thing, maybe.
You simply got to do the job, and
because like when you play me, you're gonna take me seriously.
That is exactly what 200% did.
You know,
and I don't beget them either for their ability to go
regardless. No, I'm talking about Xeno.
Because I think if they did go a little more
Yo, Wizard.
that would have invited far more pressure, and Vitality would have found that equalizing.
Are they getting swept now, by the way? That's just one of those games you cannot be dropping against like a good team, you know.
Initial shot is thrown away. away, and now 200%.
That's such a chance for this team to actually steal a game.
For a better starting point.
Well, certainly so, and just prior to, I think it was Acro, if you rightly pointed out, if it was just a little bit more late.
That's a goal.
Talking 3-1.
Oh, it's actually good defense from the big P.
Yes, it's a good defensive mechanism, as long as you've got booster matchups.
Luis P. And Acro, that's a
Sort of trusting his teammate and covering the net.
And a demo midfield as well opens up the passing lanes, the shooting zones for Team Vitality. Acro, this is going to fall to Monkey Moon, unsuccessful in his challenge there. Catalysm.
Who got demoed?
Through the facade.
There's like nowhere you can see who got demoed in the overlay.
Here's the support now from Luis P and Zen.
I hate it.
Start from square one.
Nice little bit of pause.
I hate that you can't see who's getting demoed.
Here, both sides.
Literally you cannot see it, as far as I can tell.
Maybe the technical side of the game here in Catalysm should be laying this off for a passing play.
It's nice vision from Exotic. Knew the pass was happening.
Lovely lift from Zen. Catalysm on the scene. Encountered by Exotic.
Nice bump.
Bumped away,
Oh.
bashed away. Luis P uses Catalysm as a golf tee. Readjusts quite nicely, actually. Round the corner, they're attempting to run this, but Team Vitality defense a little too strong, and now in the hands of Exotic, not the most convincing clearance, but 200%.
Dude, Caster sometimes. Not the most convincing clearance, he says, as Exotic perfectly controls the ball in defense. I don't think the goal was to clear that ball. It's just funny. I'm actually Exotic. I don't think you clear that ball.
That's ideal here. Third man should be, but Acro's moving across here. So essentially here we have a double pivot.
Oh, Exotic a bit close for that.
I like this from Team Vitality as well, though, playing it slow, not taking any
Yeah.
risks. And that has
This is good.
paid off in spades.
Is Alpha Boost real? Yeah, of course.
And we have barely even touched on this point. Vitality.
Of course it's real. What do you mean? Did you think it was fake?
Move on to the left of ones like Ferry Pick. Now we have, of course, you know, a few
What
others
the hell?
moving into that position. In Cassia, we've had 3 French players, all 3 different histories. And what have he brought into the sort of the different sort of mindset to Vitality, how to approach it? The fact that they slowed it down after playing a spacey game just shows you. They are able
Why
to
did you
adapt
think it was
quite
fake?
well.
Luis P bullying that defense, looking to go for the far side, and Zen reads it excellently. Catalysm top.
There's also like a nugget as well, like an antenna. You go out. Is it like beta or is it also alpha? I don't remember.
Zen decided to pull out, called off here. Luis P to the backboard, looking for that final touch, but no, again, it's Zen on defense. Up to the backboard yet again, and that's a little bit more secure from Monkey.
It's beta, right? That's what I thought. I think that one is the least sought after, right? But yeah, now you can't even trade them anymore, so...
Again, just such strong pressure from Team Vitality when it counts. Catalysm, it's already too late to the play, but Zen, who's been phenomenal in this last minute with the extra bump to ensure the Catalysm doesn't get the opportunity.
The alpha wheels, are there less of them or something? Why would they be more sought after than the boosts?
A heck of a lot more comfortable.
Certainly so, and I don't want to bring it back to the old days here. Maybe some of yours may not even be around back when League Play was the RLCS format, but Greasy Meister, the king of, shall we say, the...
Well, I thought you like put... I thought you put them in like order, Banjay. I'm being stupid. I thought you said like wheels are most rare, then boost, then cap. But you just put them out there.
Bumps out too, and Acro completely isolated on the far side, going for boost. Simple tap-in, 3-0.
People use, yeah, but like right here, like in RLCS and stuff, like the items you see are the items the players are actually using. And in RLCS, every single player are using, or like most of them are using Alpha Boost.
Were looking by that point the better side. But there was, you know, this is Rocket League, of course, to use that old cliche, and maybe there's more on the way. Luis P had the great opportunity to go for a drop down, but looking at the, well, distinct lack of boost from 200%, and now looking at the acrobatics and the bicycle kicks from Team Vitality. 60 seconds left. At this point, it's score a consolation goal of Mike.
This team is so good, by the way.
The heroics of Exotic.
to the surprise of absolutely no one. But
just moving it such freely there, Vitality. As a fan or a viewer, you just have to sit there and admire it 200% to.
They just look so damn composed. Bro. He makes it look so easy too, Monkey Moon, doesn't he? Just makes it look so easy. He's just there.
It was close. Yeah. Hindsight is 2020. And I think now we're starting to see just how much 200% put into that first game. And truthfully, how off the pace Team Vitality were in that first game. It's not even that it's particularly flashy at this moment in time. It's administrative. And that is, at least in my mind, Danny, even more ominous a situation for 200% to have to deal with.
Whoa.
Are you saying they're only in first gear?
Catalysm basically on goal there.
Second or third.
Okay. I can live with that because if that's first gear, I'm not even bothering playing rank anymore.
I gave up a long time ago, and I think that unfortunately for 200%, that feeling is starting to sink in as well. We have to give them credit for how they played in game number 1, but quite simply, as soon as that first goal went in game number 2, there's been no look back. Honestly, that chance was their best look of the entire game, and even that was defended by 3 from Team Vitality, who really do want to install this fear factor into Europe nice and early. Still 2 games to go, of course, for any sweep potential, so let's hold the phone on that one. But far more convincing from Vitality, who go 2 up.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much over, but
just a touch
still fun to watch.
Psycho last night, but actually it was been 2 nights ago, and he sat there and says, Danny, your ability in this game, they only describe it in one word, it's decayed. I would say that the chances of 200%, 100%, 50%, that's the odd rate of them getting a game at the moment. It's like a half, like it's just gone.
This team will be so good.
It will be gone here. Yes, you rightly point out the first game was the best chance, and we've seen the elements of that. The only thing is,
but the thing is, like, do we think Sen is just an upgrade over Jolly? It is a bit of a weird move as well.
And that's the mentality you got to bring to it.
Because it's like, I think it's like pretty similar.
Mulligan, whatever you need to tell yourself to feel better. Because you know, as much as we can,
like, as Drali just got better and better throughout the season too. Like, at the end they were really good. But one thing I will say is, it's probably a lot more exciting for the players going into the new season, regardless, to be on new teams. Like, just to be motivated and stuff like that. He is, you know, I agree. He is, but Drali is as well, I think, so... He is too. It's like, I also rate Sen higher, personally, but it's like, it's by very little, you know what I mean? For me at least, but...
Do you remember when you sort of sitting there hearing that large, big transit van, you know, that beep, beep, beep when it's backing up? That's what Monkey is. I have so much time in the world here, not even being closed down.
Yeah, when your anchor is well over the halfway line. Honestly, great opportunity to go for the spike over.
Oh, it's a goal. Oh. I didn't think anyone was back. Why did I think that Monkey Moon was easily back?
Turtle for this first minute, certainly not on the evidence of that first shot on target, but it's saved easily enough, and now Exotic 1v3 and picked up the 100 boost. A little bit too much mustard on the pinch into the corner. Zen with the slowdown.
The thing is, like, a team like Vitality is like, they read the game so much better than this, like most teams. It's like, the game looks so easy from their POV, and it looks so hard from 200%'s POV. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you watch... I can almost guarantee you, if you watch like Exotic, Sen or Monkey Moon POV, it kind of just looks like they're kind of strolling around. If you like watch this game afterwards. For most of it, they're kind of just driving around, just chilling. I'm not gonna check it out right now, said K.
Great pre-read actually, and this Acro up, no, not going to get there first. Good countering opportunity.
I'm watching this.
Looking for this first breakthrough of game number 3. Catalysm now, little boost, looking to flick it over Exotic. No chance, and the support comes way too late.
What's up with these kinds of comments?
The favor of Team Vitality. Set up nicely, not nicely actually. Exotic a little too far forward.
Oh, this might work. Oh, hello, might work. Oh, hello. Well,
He's just looking for attention.
to make lots of lemonade. And the first aid required for Team Vitality, who got burned. Was it 14?
I even missed the goal.
Yes. But that's 200% ahead just after the 2-minute mark.
I've got bad news for Team Vitality. I'm the first aid trainer over here, and it might not be looking good for us. That was fantastic. Just getting the play off it, and hence Vitality with
Wanna hear it? Not really. But do I have a choice?
But 200% you have to give credit where it's due. They're not laying
Do I have a
down,
choice?
they're saying to Vitality, is that all that you've got, even though they've lost 5-0?
I tell you what, Danny, I know the look of a Rocketleague player who is happy that Thomas Tuchel's become the manager of England, but there was nothing Thomas Tuchel about this, because look how far up and look at how one-sided this
Unreal because of Unreal Engine or what?
To be fair, Monkey Moon still flexing neatly into the bottom pocket. 1-1.
The man's been hitting the gym and he's got a physical physique that's impressive, and Monkey's certainly shown it in game as well in IRL. But I'll sit there and say this: you can have Thomas Tuchel. I'll take a bit of Brian Clough right now and so knock the ball and argue about it later. 200% certainly need that.
Just too easy. Catalysm goes for it. It's a double commit ultimately.
Such good positioning by Sam.
The king of cursed. I wear my crown with no pride whatsoever. Unnecessary, especially with limited boost. And so as much as I can forgive
Oh, I
the
see.
first goal, they were again trying to be brave and bold like in game 1. It's what worked so well. This time around, unforgivable.
That's not a joke though, is it? There's there's nothing funny about it. Doesn't seem like a joke to me. Oh, it's a wrist line.
How can we say this? A lack of discipline when the way they're playing, but they're going for it.
And maybe that is still the right way. I am certainly not.
What's the difference between a wrist line and like a pickup line?
I can say is that Exotic has once again hit the backboard, and Zen has once again done a really
I feel like no one feel that you have wrists if you say anything like that.
Blink and you may miss it. That demo by Lewis P on Monkey just removes it here, and you know what? You've been using this phrase, and I'll say it on 200's behalf. Game's back on.
And that's their first goal scored after they've gone down as well. So a personal Monkey off the back, but Monkey Moon still lurking, and Catalysm with it's 3 players with 2/3 of Team Vitality.
Monkey. It's a great setup, actually. He's trying to be Sam. Not as good.
But doesn't need him. Goes over to the far side where he picks up the 100 boost as well. Team Vitality now looking for the counter attack. Down to Exotic, hits the back wall once again.
Pass.
To the cherry. To Zen. Monkey doesn't matter.
He has 2 people to pass to.
The keeper got a touch to it. The pass was exquisite.
Oh, they did pinch it.
Just moving and rotating his car. The alignment was trying to push us to the post and out. Not good enough. And for the second time in the series alone, can they grab well back from below?
At the risk of repeating myself, 200% need to find
Oh.
And Catalysm is this the catalyst to a first 200% win in this series.
Well, we're certainly seeing an exothermic reaction. The heat's certainly been given out there. 46.
Really hard to defend.
That's what 200% should have the mentality of.
It's a bit of an annoying goal to give up for Vitality. Just 50s it in.
And I thought this series would be boring. Still, on a knife edge, 200%. At risk of going down 3-0 in the series, and Catalysm once again on hand to deal with it, but not very well. Oh, that's a rare miss, and a follow-up shot's going to go high as well. Exotic, oh, what great placement, what great ingenuity. 200% can't catch a break.
And Exotic, that the So the player that everybody wants a long time ago.
It's a nice shot too.
Was cast and he won the rival series. And if you don't know what that is, ask your father what that was. That was when players had a second league at one point. Exotic was a no-name by most standards, world champion, and scoring like that for fun in Lewis P, trying to respond for the third time all day.
W YouTube subscribe. Did someone do it? I didn't pay attention.
How far they've come, Acro.
I was too busy thinking about KSI lyrics.
Vitality in survival mode, but a huge miss from Lewis P. And now the breakaway, no, maybe the turnaround. Lewis P again misses, chokes when they needed him most.
W YouTube subscriber.
You said this game might be boring. Many of you have said this. Oh, this is a 4-0. Don't tune in here. The scoreline showing a lot of different bits off it, and you have to sit here for 200%. I normally hammer players, and Relic would know that. And Rocket would know that if you're in the bubble scene long enough. And I criticize teams quite heavily. 200% are showing a lot of class tonight.
What do I think of KSI's new song?
It's not even Europe. North America, Sam,
I think...
Are you watching your future world champions?
Like, I don't know, but like, I'd say it's like... It's not that bad.
A reminder to those just joining us.
Like, it's obvious that the reason why people are hating on it, or like joking about it, is not really because of the song, I feel like. Because he's made a ton of songs like that.
Vitality, they are certainly here to stay. That much is for
that's what I think. Like he's made like a ton of songs like that.
Hell of a series to grind their way through the second half of game number 2, but now that big old W is.
I mean, I would never listen to it though.
And surely it is a matter of time until they get it. The reverse sweep required for 200% to steal it away from them.
And to knock them out of the tournament. That is a thought if you are looking at it. If you're, of course, looking for the French stream as well, it's over at MGG_FR. But if you are tuning here for the English stream, what a team you are in for here, because it may only be 5 minutes left here. And tomorrow, Relic, if you didn't know, but I certainly do know, because you were sitting here talking about, we have the likes of K-Corp, maybe the only team in Europe, at least on paper right now, playing tomorrow, capable.
Finished Naruto? How was it?
Series. That may not happen just yet for some time.
I saw you with the Itachi profile picture.
That's a performance here, and as you said, they're not even a second gear.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more to come from Vitality. I don't think that is to be denied, but we cannot just chalk off 200%.
Yeah, a lot of people dislike the ending. That's like a common opinion. I personally think the ending is okay, but yeah, it's not like, yeah. There is setup for it, like, but it's not super clear. Like, it's not... Like, it is there, but it's not super... rewarding. I don't know what the best word is. And then not a super, like... The thing is, like, the viewer, or the... Like, this is kind of spoiler territory for anyone that doesn't want to listen. Just mute for a second. But I think one of the problems is, like, the final villain is not as compelling and not a character people are super invested in or care that much about, which makes sort of makes it all a little less interesting. Kind of thing. Like, people care way more about, like, Madara than they care about Kaguya, you know.
Transition downfield early doors through Zen. You can see Exotic going for demos, but that backboard is well guarded by Acro, who does enough to interfere.
But yeah, it's still a classic Naruto.
Exotic looking to rotate out now as Louis P with full boost stalls Zen, teed up, and Acro runs away.
What was your favorite moment, you know?
Tips it into the corner. Nothing too special here. A minute gone by.
I mean, I think I know, but...
That itself is an achievement, but won't get any accolades for that. And Lewis P trying to drill that one with a bit of force here, but near side poach with 2 keepers. It's bold, it's brave. But it's
you definitely got timed out for spamming, by the way, said K. Banjay's joking.
So no more play for him. Bumps so well. One bumped out the way and the ball goes high. Unfortunate, but good idea from 200%.
Yeah, that's all what they have. Ideas, but you need goals to win games. I don't want to be cliche enough here, but Acro, we talked about, I think, Thomas Tuchel here. You say there's no draws in this game. That's an awful shame. I would like to see that one day.
Well, it was a different spoiler.
Goes for the car rather than the ball. And Lewis P wins the upcoming challenge. Catalysm, unguarded net for the most part. Zen and Lewis P is there. Oh my gosh! How do they not convert it? My word, 200%. I feel for you.
VAR, surely that must have.
What's the best anime?
But Team Vitality, they'll be happy to see that
That's purely up to what you think is the best yourself, right? But like my favorite story, I've said this before, but my favorite story is like One Piece. Like the anime has its issues, but I also love the anime in a way though. But there's a lot of good anime. Just like a lot of interesting stories in my opinion. Attack on Titan is very good, Vinland Saga is very good, I agree. And because like that's the thing, is like when you say anime it's a bit different, right? Because then it's like animation is like an element as well. So like how good is like the animation and how well do they tell the story through that? Because yeah, like the story itself is like a separate thing. See, like for me, like Demon Slayer is not even like close to like a lot of these other shows. To me, it's pretty, like it's not bad story, but it's very like generic kind of thing compared to a lot of the other shows, in my opinion. I also like, one of my personal favorites is Hunter x Hunter as well, but I'm really into shonen. I also think like Blue Lock is obviously really fun sports anime. It's not even like sports anime really, it's like kind of like Squid Game meets sports anime. I don't know, like it's nothing like Squid Game, but it's like the way the story is set up is like, it's not even like the fact that it's about sports that is necessarily the most interesting thing. That's from JJK Mahito, right? Or is that from Demon Slayer? My names are getting mixed up for me. Isn't that from... That's the character from JJK, right? I also prefer JJK over Demon Slayer, out of like the new shonen. Also, I watched... what did I watch recently? I watched Kaiju number 8. That's pretty cool. Like a new anime as well, which is pretty cool. Has anyone seen that? Kaiju number 8. Number 8. I recommend it. It's pretty good. I think it's only the first season out. The One Piece anime just went on a 6-month break, by the way. That just got announced. Because... which isn't gonna affect any of you guys at all, but... it's always been a weekly anime. Like, where they make episodes every single week. But the problem with that is, like, it's hard to make quality, right? High quality. And it's also hard to keep the pacing good, because you need... it catches up to the manga, right? And that's why I'm saying, like... for a show as long as One Piece, that's kind of been hurting the anime, because... yeah, it's not perfect, like, because the anime always catches up, and also it's hard to make quality when it's supposed to be weekly. But they're making a new One Piece anime though, which is gonna be sick as well. There's something else I watched. That was really good. What was it? I can't remember. But for me, like, this is like the last arc, that was made in the anime of like Hunter x Hunter, to me is maybe like the best anime arc I've ever watched. It's like so good. It's so good. Eric, I got like 6k or something like this. I'm not sure exactly.
Team Vitality time and again. But what I really respect about Team Vitality is every step of the way they respected their opponents once they saw how difficult it would be going out of game 1, and they slowed it down.
In between One Piece, Bleach, Black Clover, Dragon Ball. I can say Sino is... I've watched all of those, and I think for me, like the best... I'd watch Hunter x Hunter for a couple of reasons. It's the shortest one. Like if you're gonna choose one of those, Hunter x Hunter is the shortest one. And it's also, in my opinion, one of the best ones on that list. Yeah, I mean, you can watch on Crunchyroll, and that you get pretty much everything there. Not everything, but most of it. Or you can just use some shady website, right? It's not hard to do if you want to do that. There's a ton of websites like that. For anime, like it's super easy to find compared to like other series and stuff like that. Only sub? I mean, I way prefer the sub. I would never watch anything in dub. I just can't deal with it. Like, I just can't.
But man, what an effort! What an effort! And all three of those players should be really proud of themselves. Gave a way to count. I think the history.
Are you guys like watching it while doing something else?
Because quite honestly, this commentator doesn't think that they deserve
or something like that.
Team Vitality survived, Danny.
Yeah. See, I can't do that. I don't enjoy it.
Now, how much further can they go?
Do we have the other tourney? The NA thing? Is that happening right now? Let me click on some of this. Yeah. He's looking at the bracket. What about Fear? Is he also looking? No.
First time above XD. Okay, so chat, if you guys want to watch more Flip and Spin, it's continuing tomorrow. Tomorrow these games get played out.
Yeah, and a 6-month break, yeah, I just talked about it too. It's a good thing though, really, but it's a long break. But it's a good thing because it definitely means they're gonna up the quality for the final stretch. Which makes a lot of sense, because I think they expect a lot of people are gonna try to catch up to the story because it's about to get to the end. So it makes a lot of sense to make it really good at the end. And I also think, because they also did this thing where they condensed Fishman Island. By the way, Sino, for people like you, just to like understand how like slow the pacing is. They just announced that they're gonna like condense one arc into 21 episodes or something like that instead of like 60. And it like that just shows you how like slow the pacing is, because they are remaking some of the older arcs, not remaking it, but they're just like making it look better and also making the episodes way shorter, like condensing it, re-editing. And I think they will do that with every post-time skip arc, honestly, which is where the pacing is the worst. Because, yeah, they did it with Fishman Island. And my thought is, like, I think that's also part of the thing, is like, they don't want to have to do that later now. Is what I'm kind of guessing. So I think now they take a 6-month break to make the anime well-paced and also, like, really good. For the final stretch. And then they're gonna, like, re-edit the super slow arcs, which means... Yeah, basically up until the whole of Wano, I think. Egghead's been really good, honestly. Like, I don't have a problem with Egghead. Yeah. It's crazy, man. Yeah, this and the fact that they're making a new anime. It's crazy. I kind of want to watch Beast Mode play today. I kind of want to. Beast Mode against Cam. I think we'll at least watch one match today. It is indeed real, yeah. I'm really surprised. Like, this is what I kind of thought they would do, though, with the One Piece live action, is that I kind of expected that they would, like, not do the whole Alabasta arc. But a lot of people thought they would. And they didn't end up doing it. But the crazy thing is, like, the current pacing they're going at with the live action is, like, they're gonna be done in, like, 25 years or something. That pacing is too slow. If they are planning on, like, finishing the show. Like, they're legit gonna have a problem of, like, actors dying and shit. It's crazy. But I guess, yeah. I guess they're not really thinking about that. Like, they're not even, like, thinking about catching up. They're just trying to make it as good as they can. Which I appreciate. I appreciate that, to be honest. But yeah, I that's what I think, honestly. I don't think they're trying to catch up. That's not the goal. Like, if they do at some point, that's great. But I think their goal is just to, like, make it as good as they can. I think that's kind of where they're coming... Like, the game plan, so to speak, you know? When will One Piece end? Pretty soon, actually. Banjay. That's why, like, Ole is, like, talking about his friend is trying to catch up now and stuff. It's because it's actually nearing the end. We're in, like, the absolute final stretch of the story right now. It would, yeah. Like, right about now is, like, the best time, because, like, there's a lot of hype about, like, the new stuff, because, yeah, we're at the end. But it's a long watch, and yeah. But one of the great things about One Piece is, like, it's so good even in, like, throughout the whole thing. Believe it or not. So, like even, like, most people's favorite arcs don't even happen until, like, way late. So, like, there's a lot of stuff to look forward to. Like, most anime episodes is, like, 20 minutes. But you actually have an option, though, just for, like, people that don't actually want to watch that much. There's actually, like, a fan project where they have re-edited the entire show to make it way faster to watch. So that is an option. It's called One Pace. And you can find it if you search for it. One Pace. And it's like 1/3 of the time to watch or something like this. Which is a really difficult project because, like, just think about, like, the music and stuff is supposed to make sense and you need to edit. It's not just cutting, it's, like, a lot of work to, like, line up music, and this is not me, by the way. But there's also a new anime coming. They're gonna remake the whole thing. The same studio that made the Vinland Saga and stuff like that is gonna be remaking One Piece. So that'll also be happening. But yeah. It's really good. It's like, of course, I'm also like hesitant to recommend it to anyone because it's so long, but for me, it's like, it's super worth it. The new Dragon Ball, I've not watched the new Dragon Ball. Is that like the Daima or something like that? I haven't watched it. But I don't actually know exactly what it's about. Is it like the old story somehow? Isn't Fear casting the 1v1 tourney? I think he is, right? That's why I'm on his thing, by the way, because I think he's casting it in 10 minutes. I mean, I grew up reading Dragon Ball. So, I mean, that's like my introduction to anime, to be quite honest. To manga and anime, was reading Dragon Ball. That's like my first thing. After Dragon Ball Z. I didn't even realize Dragon Ball Z was like a thing when I read it, because when you read Dragon Ball, it's just both Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z is just called Dragon Ball. There's no like clear cutoff, so I didn't really understand that it, like people called it different things until like way later. Because to me, like both Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z is just the same story, like Dragon Ball, you know. But it's kind of like Shippuden, Xeno. Like Dragon Ball Z is like Naruto's Shippuden. Like that's what it is. If that makes sense. I think Dragon Ball Z starts at like the 17th book or something like that. And then there are 42 books in total. Shippuden is so good. It's good, it's good. Definitely. But it all, yeah. You needed the first part as well, though. I really like the first part of Naruto as well, personally. But there's a lot of easy stuff to criticize about Naruto as well, I think, for a lot of people. Like, some of the most common things people dislike about Naruto I've seen is like... first of all, like the way some of the female characters are written is like not very good. It's like a common criticism, which I think is pretty fair. They just aren't that interesting, a lot of the female characters. And especially like one of the big moments is like the Sakura thing. I think a lot of people dislike in like the later... in Shippuden. I'm trying to not spoil. The mark. I mean like the whole storyline about Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura, basically, and when they're going to like the what's it called? Like the Hokage like summit thing? Like that whole part. Yeah, like so... It's like when I think back to like the original Naruto, like some of the fights are like so iconic. You know, like the... I also just remember like so vividly, like as a kid, like I was reading the Chunin exams and stuff like that. It's just like such like a core memory for me, you know? Reading it back then. Yeah, it's like it's not even like that it needs to be about the female characters, because it's like it's a show for young boys at the end of the day, but still doesn't mean the female characters has to be uninteresting though, right? What's the best female character you guys think? Yeah, that's a great character, actually. I think that's probably the best female character. Along, I also think Tsunade is pretty good. Yeah, it's like, I think one of the big problems is actually Sakura, right? The whole problem is like her whole motivation, like the whole thing behind her character. It just is the same thing across the whole story, and it never changes, and it's just kind of annoying, right? It's just kind of annoying.
We will assume east. Unless told otherwise.
There's like a million sites, I think, Diary. I remember using that in the past, what I typed in chat. Diary, try that. Maybe it, I don't know if it works still. I use Crunchyroll these days.
15 minutes after you got called out. Listen, I did not pay that guy to say I was a great captain.
But that site used to be pretty good. If it still works. And some sites give you worse quality, but the site... Yeah, I think it's that, Diary. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I think that site gives you, like, high quality. Like resolution as well. But yeah, I definitely want to watch the Beast Mode game here, so we're waiting for that for a bit. Someone who's never watched. Yeah, it depends, but... Like, a lot of the suggestions people make usually is like, you know, Demon Slayer, JJK, Vinland Saga, Attack on Titan. I personally would kind of recommend Attack on Titan before Vinland Saga for a first-time watcher. Oh, Dandadan. I've actually read that manga. That's what I watched recently. Have you seen any of the episodes, Ole? Because I read that manga. It's really good. It's crazy, though. The artwork is really good in the manga. This is like an anime that a lot of people are talking about right now. That just came out. It's kind of crazy though. It's very, very well animated. Are you doing infras? Yeah, Dandadan is good. Yeah, Blue Lock is a great one, Diary, for sure. I really like the genre for me that like always was the most interesting is like sort of like, you know, fun adventure kind of stuff. That's like my favorite stuff. So that's why Dragon Ball and stuff like that is what really got me into anime manga. Like Blue Lock is an anime about football, right? So it's probably like an easy entry point if you've never seen anything. So like I said, it's kind of like... Yeah, it's good, it's good. Is Blue Lock not as good? I feel like that is not true though. Because the manga is so, like, it's one of the best selling manga. Even like the newer stuff. So I think this season should be good, right? Comedy anime is fun too. I feel like for someone like Diary, as a first time watcher who's like if I was Diary's age, I would not be interested in comedy anime. Especially as like first time watcher. How are you doing, Narf? Welcome in, welcome in. So I would not recommend something like that for first time. They only use still frames. I watched the first episode, Ole. It was really good. Of Blue Lock. It was not bad at all. Jojo's Bizarre Adventure is... That's like shonen, but crazy. I don't know. I would not... Like, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is really fun and good. But that's not a good first-time anime experience, I think. I mean, maybe it is, but... Also, like, no, this is my opinion, like, some people might disagree, but... I think Hunter x Hunter is a good one as well. I agree. I think Hunter x Hunter is a very good one. I actually think... I'm surprised so many people decide not to watch it. I think it's great. It's one of the best ones. I think, yeah... Like, most of the people in chat that have gotten into anime have not watched it. I think all of you guys should watch it. It's one of my favorites. Ending was weird, but the thing is, Infras, the ending is not actually the ending. How long? It's like 100 something. 148. But yeah, the anime is still ongoing, technically. But the writer is like really ill. Like the anime ends up off at a pretty decent point. Like the anime ending is like kind of like people are kind of okay with the ending overall, knowing that it could continue, but were you thrown off by the narrator? To me, the narrator is the best part. I never understand people not liking the narrator. But maybe you watched in English. Maybe you watched the dub. Maybe the dub sucks. That could be. Maybe the dub sucks. Sub? How do you not like the narrator? I don't get that. I love the narrator. The thing is as well, it's such a good storytelling tool. I really don't want to talk about it because it's a big spoiler, but... Like, it's not just a narrator thing, it's actually necessary because of how the story is told. It's very good. That's just my opinion, though. Is Boruto even worth watching? So, I started watching it, and I think it's bad, the stuff I watched, Sino. But I know my brother likes it, so it probably gets better, but I don't know. If you expect it to be as good as Naruto, I think you'll be very disappointed. But I watched quite a few episodes, I didn't like it. I couldn't continue. But maybe I'll try at some point. That's my brother, by the way. I didn't know he was listening. I mean, I say always go with sub, personally. But I'm very biased. I cannot stand a lot of the dubs. I absolutely cannot stand it. I just think the voice acting, like the delivery... is so much better in all the subs I've heard. But that's my opinion. Like, if you want the best experience, I'd say sub, but if it's hard for you to get into, then you can do dub, but... Even for me, like, some of the dubs people think are valid, for me are not valid. But that's just my take. Like, one of the ones people think are valid is like Dragon Ball, for instance, people like. I think that's primarily to do with nostalgia. I hate the Dragon Ball dub. Like, I think it's okay. You know, I've seen the Dragon Ball dub. I think it's okay, but I don't think it's that great. That's just my opinion. I know people love it, but I think it's, yeah. Everyone watched Dragon Ball as like kids. In dub. So it's like Pokemon as well, or something like this, right? Whatever. In this tournament, as it's the first time we've seen Beast Mode compete against, you know, all North Americans in a while, I feel like. But it is well, I shouldn't say all North Americans. There are going to be some South Americans, and in fact, the toughest guy to beat in the entire... The problem I have with like dub is it's like the same type of voice acting as in regular cartoons. Typically. And it just takes me out of the story, you know? I think maybe a lot of the more modern shows are better with the dub, probably. It's just kind of like... it doesn't feel like it takes the story seriously enough, kind of thing. Yeah, I understand that. And also, yeah, I was thinking about that too. Like, solo leveling is another good one. If you want to do a short one... If you want to do short ones, Sino, I think solo leveling, Kaiju number 8, those two, you're gonna like them, for sure, if you want to do some short ones. that haven't gotten that far, you know.
Was not able to get the read, and then Beast Mode undercuts him to tie the game.
Solo leveling is pretty good. Kaiju number 8 is dog shit. I think it's pretty good.
Cam is the favorite here.
Have you seen it, Diary?
That,
I think it's pretty good.
probably closer than people realize, especially if they're only.
I don't know where the story is going, but I think it was good.
Beast Mode is,
It was an interesting story.
not the best threes player in the game right now. I think people
Well, you haven't seen enough then.
have him number 1. Not all people, but some people would have him number 1, so it's not ridiculous to say.
For sure.
Cam down by 1, looking for a double reset, did not get the third, and the way he set
But
it up,
like, it scores way, way lower than a lot of the other shows we're talked about for me. But it's still good if you want to watch like a short thing,
these guys
I
reset
think.
on hundreds on the opposite sides of the field,
Great animation, pretty interesting setup.
and then
I think
immediately
it's-
letting go of boost, so he kind of slows down and floats
I think it's worth it.
brings the ball into him.
I have not watched it. Is that the one about music?
Trying to find a way to
Bleach?
go deep in Cam's half.
I've seen all of Bleach, like the old stuff.
Cam double jump bump, a classic, and the first time we've seen it. in
I
this
don't
game.
recommend it for
It is
first,
perfection.
personally.
Watching Beast Mode foreshadowing so directly in front of the player.
Like, it is very iconic and it is good.
Shadow is even
But I think that, like all the other ones, I would go for first. That's just me though.
at the ball.
My recommendation.
When you're setting up as
I'll give it a watch for sure. Let me Google so I see. I've seen it before.
pre-jumping quite early if you want to
Do-
get a dirigible bump. Beast Mode's gonna launch this one to the moon. It's actually a decent way
You also have like My Hero and stuff like that too, right?
to get this possession going.
That people can watch.
Undercutting Cam.
Well, I've seen that
Ground.
cover.
Backflip will separate it, and actually we'll get a goal. Beast Mode was just waiting for his time
Is it really good?
to take over control, and doing so.
The
leaves him
artwork is very
to
interesting.
Win the race of this ball and take the lead in the game.
Devilman Crybaby. Actually never finished that. I watched it like on a plane or something like that, and I just never got back around to it.
Beast Mode taking to the skies, attacking past the net on the first touch. Cam pre-
Diary should watch a short anime.
So never even really a chance. Beast Mode looking to keep this ball
Maybe Attack on Titan.
as
It's
high
just the
here as
best one to
possible.
go to.
Does not
I
want
don't
to
know.
come to the ground, as
I don't know what he's
really
interested
missed an
in.
opportunity, but credit to Cam, who will keep it out. And now
My Hero is long, yeah.
this back into his own corner. Cam will reset the possession. A minute 45.
Diary should probably watch Blue Lock, actually. You should watch Blue Lock. That's like my final thing. Watch Blue Lock.
All the way to length of the field. Double reset. It does get denied.
That's probably the...
And Beast Mode
It's also very, very, very... Like, if you easily get bored trying to get into a story, it is very
dribble
quick to set up the thing.
this tournament.
I think it's a good first anime for sure.
Finally, a good opportunity to use
You can't watch that shit on a plane. Yeah, I know, right? You can't have people watching your screen.
playing on the stream, but he
It's risky business.
in the lead. Cam forces, or doesn't force, but allows a counterattack goal.
It's very
leads
unique.
to a tie and then a kickoff goal to take the lead. So a big flub from Cam. Getting a bit over aggressive, but you also like to see him trusting in his ability and not shying away from a matchup against one of the better.
Yeah, Banjay is right, actually. Blue Lock gets into the story very quickly. Definitely. But I think it depends what kind of type of story you like. If you... Because, yeah, like I'm just speaking from my own experience. I don't need the setup to be super quick if like I'm interested in what's going on, you know?
Cam not there to stop it. That was not the recovery Cam needed. He needed to be flipping out back towards the net immediately. Not even sure if it would have mattered if he did, but by the way, not sure if we
But
covered
I
it.
personally,
Rebels
like I've said this before, but to me,
that Shopify
anime
Recovery
is like...
running alongside
There's so
Shopify.
many like much more interesting storytelling, like stories and storytelling than compared to
Register.
like
Excellent.
Western
Register.
stories, you know? It's so rare you have like something super interesting, like in terms of like series and stuff like that, coming from here, in my opinion. Like there's been a few really good things, like I think Game of Thrones is really good, obviously, and like... There are a lot of good movies and stuff like that, don't get me wrong, but like, yeah. It's such like, it's an industry, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like it's the story first. Coming into this matchup, he'll have the early lead in the best of 5. Doesn't seem natural. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not like. I mean, obviously, it's not like real life. Yeah, you're right about that. For me, it works though. It's always worked, even the first time I watched. No restriction in anime, everything's possible. Exactly. And I've never been a fan of realism either. I've always been super bored by realism. Per region, per week. It's just not interesting. You know? And I'm super passionate about stories in general. I don't think I saw any action in the Discord. Hope you're doing good though, Lex. It's good to see you, man. Have you watched 5 seasons of Suits, Banjay? How is that even possible? It's about Dragon Ball? We're talking about anime in general. Or like what I was talking about is like Western storytelling compared to like, you know, Asian, Korean, whatever. It's just so much worse. FKLJ teammate hopefuls that could be playing in this tournament right now. What's the difference? It's kind of what Ole said up there, like there's really no restrictions and they can create anything they want. Like it's about the story, about imagination, about creating something interesting. There's just too many rules, too many opinions, too many people following the rule book in Western media. It's just bad in comparison, the storytelling. Yeah, like... It's just so boring. I can't even watch it these days. Not even these days, but for a long time. I just can't. I don't know. There's some good stuff coming out sometimes, but it's so far and few between. Of course, there, like Inference, there's a lot of horrible like anime. Like, there's a lot of bad anime, but that's, yeah. There's also a lot of good storytelling. I think what's most important, and the difference between Beast Mode's air dribble and Cam's triple reset, is the final moment in which you're outplaying the defender is what's most important. Beast Mode's doing good here, though. And oh, what a great shot! That is a very good shot. Ceiling pinches now. And Cam's triple reset. All the resets happened pretty far out from the net. It's very interesting to watch Beast Mode play once. A lot of his plays are so different compared to any other 1v1 player. I think Beast Mode has a weakness in his kickoff, though. That's just an example of it, but if you compare it to like the top ones players, it does seem he is struggling more with kickoffs. Whenever I watch him play once. That is very difficult to defend. Beast Mode. Lobbing this one high, and Cam will use it as a setup. Much safer play this time around. Foregoing the multiple resets instead. The wave dash power shot, a little bit far out from the net. Cam gets a couple more resets, and this time he timed that next flip well to use it right when Beast Mode came off the back wall to make a challenge. That was the right kind of outplay, but couldn't get the ball on target. Beast Mode will avoid a demo and has a great just rips a shot there. That's just a mistake though from beast mode, but Cam has
for his attack the other way.
not controlled it well.
Takes the reset to the ground, wave dash fake because Cam refuses to attack the ball. He stays on the
But I
goal
guess the
line.
reason why
Managed
beast
to
mode
make
cleared
the
it
top right
is
corner
to
save on the
like
slow
just to
bounce
test
kickoff from
Cam
Beast
in
Mode.
case he
So we will remain tied
is thinking about pre-jumping.
as Cam gets challenged at the midfield.
It's a good idea to sometimes throw in a power shot from distance
Be giving up possession here,
if
hard to say.
if you've been pre-jumped before.
Beast Mode not allowing Cam to
You'll
switch
see a
gears.
lot of
And now
players do
Bump
that.
chooses to shoot. Does force Cam up
to
make
to
a
try to
save
punish
pick up
it.
his boost. And now almost advantage Beast Mode. If that boost had
That's
spawned
not a
just
good
little
hit.
bit sooner, it would have been. Because it
Beast
doesn't,
mode in trouble here.
it's gonna clearly
This
be
should
Cam's
really be a
possession
goal.
here. Double jump
And
bump
it will
works. Needs to cut
be.
it back in.
Oh my
Beast Mode
god, he
makes the
messed
save.
up. It's a great save,
Does
but
not give up
Cam
on the
definitely
play.
messed up.
And Cam not able to shoot the follow-up quick enough to get around Beast Mode. Has a reset, but so far away from the net. Right now the setups need to be better. Need to threaten more from Cam. Need to be on target from beginning. Because Beast Mode is not sweating in defense right now. Power slide hook goes directly into Cam, who could launch a flick top left if he has the power. He's a little bit slow to send it.
I've never watched any Naruto
Mode
movies.
makes a save.
I have no idea if they're any good.
Cam holds the second one. Can he get the double? Beast Mode almost owned gold, but didn't.
But
Beast
generally
Mode in
speaking,
defense right
I'm
now.
usually not that big of a fan of like movies like that.
The early challenge, so just rips the ball away. And even though it wasn't on target, the follow-up will be easy. Beast Mode will be the one to score. After many minutes of back and forth, the defense from Beast Mode has just been too
Because,
good. Difference.
They cannot include anything that is related to the main story, you know? Because it would completely clash oftentimes with the actual story. So it's like its own sort of universe, parallel universe sometimes.
Beast Mode's been too good.
Which kind of just feels weird to me sometimes, but
Makes the save underneath. And now Beast Mode will reset on his own back wall. Can he hit the
that's kind of the problem.
He's gonna pass to himself.
Yo, Fearless, how you doing?
Reset wave dash, cut the ball away.
I have no idea if any of the Naruto movies are any good, because I never even thought about watching them, to be honest.
Now Cam needs a goal on the bounce dribble, double jump, bump.
Oh,
Cam has once been advertised as a one-trick pony in ones. Saying he over relies on the air dribble bump. We've seen him do lots here, but the moves that are actually breaking through are the bump moves. He's attempted triple resets as well.
oh, big kickoff win. I feel Cam could have scored there.
Past beast mode, Cam,
Nice shot, though.
Kickoff. Has the lead now. A clutch 2-goal swing. As beast mode loses a pivotal kickoff. Beast mode gonna fake this kickoff. He wants a possession to end the game. Gets undercut slightly and has to hand the ball away. So it's gonna be tough to steal it back and get a goal in the final moments. Goes for another fake challenge. You can only get away with that.
I know
for so
Beast
long,
Mode
but
loves
Clock will
faking the
force him
kickoff.
to be a bit more aggressive. And I think that time is now. Cam at ceiling height. Beast
I
Mode
think if he
takes it
played a
away.
lot of the top
Takes the hand back
European
down.
1v1 players,
Take
he
a
would
shot
figure out
forward.
pretty quickly that it's not
Possible. Cam
a super viable strategy,
closer to the play.
the way he
One
does
last
it,
chance, falling off the ceiling.
and figure out why most people don't do that very often.
Will fake it down to the ground and tie the series 1-1 in this round of 16 best of 5.
Yeah, poor kickoffs at the end of the game too there from Beast Mode.
12 shots to 9. Beast Mode's defense.
I kind of thought Beast Mode would win there when he got that crazy save, not gonna lie. But the other thing about like a lot of anime that I really love as well is like you can feel sort of the art of it, if that makes any sense. Like it's like the author gets so much like sort of art and personality onto the pages. It just makes every single story the visually and stuff like that so unique, which I think is just a super cool thing, right? Like just think about like all the design, like character designs and stuff like that in Naruto, for instance.
Comparisons between NA and EU.
It's a lot of interesting.
NA
Like it's an
historically has
interesting
been the
world, right?
high-flying region.
How you doing, Tooth?
And EU has been the more grounded, sane 1v1 region. That could be shifting.
Oh,
Look at this kickoff.
what is
Hope he
that
scores
kickoff?
quickly. I want to go back and watch this again.
That was
This is a
very
mix-up I
interesting.
haven't seen yet.
I've
And
never
Beast
seen that.
Oh wow!
What?
It's just a fake kickoff, but he turned away. I don't know if he did it intentionally.
Was that a
He
mistake?
always sets those up where he turns.
That's a
out away from the
mistake.
ball and then flips
I think that was a
back
mistake.
into the line.
Because
just-
I've actually watched every single Beast Mode 1v1 video lately, and I've never seen him do that.
Uploading YouTube.
I feel
videos
like
once, I haven't watched them all,
you
so I
would have
guess
seen him
he
do it
did
before if that was
ever
intentional.
intentionally. He lags on the first kickoff. Oh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what YouTube-
That actually makes sense. He
He
lags.
joins in, he
Because he
always
does do
lags on
that.
the kickoff.
He lags.
Old Scrub Killer kickoff. It wasn't quite like how Scrub Killer does it though, right?
I legit think that's what happened. I think they're onto something.
Beast mode.
He lagged, and
Fire with fire,
he just had to
says.
react.
It's
That's
super
why he
over
backflipped.
reliable in the ones game. After Cam gets a win,
That is what happened.
fights right back with a bump directly into the head of Cam.
Yeah, I don't know, but apparently, like, he lags a lot. Like, if you watch his YouTube videos, he just, like, lags.
The first kickoff, Beast mode has trouble.
Yeah, Beast Mode apparently, like, always plays with that.
To the ceiling, gonna go low.
And it just seems like he's just like, yeah, this is my reality.
And a single
This is how it
more
is.
effective set.
If I was him, I would be like,
Has the flip.
I have to fix
Or really
this,
try
like,
and get more. Plus
immediately.
you need to outplay them
If I'm like a pro
and
player,
passive Beast mode.
that would
Ultimately,
stress me the fuck out.
uses his reset just as a fake and maybe a little bit of a dash on the ground.
But yeah, he lags.
As Cam's going to be sent away off this kickoff. 3-0 for Beast mode.
It's very fun though that we
Beast
actually
mode
will
steal
see
miss.
Beast Mode play a lot of
Score it,
ones
He's going to try to. The dish off the back wall does not work.
this season.
So
He is
now-
committed, it
Cam
seems.
The other way will launch a flick. I thought there was a chance a double jump bump could eat up Beast mode. Having to play on 0 boost and shadow from this position can be tough, but instead Cam bringing out a new mechanic.
It's a nice
as he
shot.
launches the musty in and puts himself on the board.
It's just like one of those things, if you're doing it for a living as a pro, why wouldn't you fix it? Especially the other like
Goes the triple reset
aspects.
again for Cam. All of
Oh
them
my god, he's
so far
just
away
not
from the
stopping.
net. Beast mode
Um,
can just sit patiently and wait
What was I trying to
until
say?
the moments that do matter as far as scoring.
I would feel bad, like imagine if you lost like an important RLCS qualifier game because you lagged.
Just a little bit too predictable.
Like I would feel so bad for my teammates, everything,
Beast
the
mode is not
org.
panicking and
Like,
trying to challenge
It
Cam
just seems
earlier
like
than
so
he
much
should.
stress. You know? Just seems kind of crazy.
Cam fake, tried to roll the ball at Beast mode, have him hand it back to him.
Cam might have been able to outplay more there if he wasn't on 0.
Maintains possession. Beast mode, super early challenge, expecting Cam to bring the ball in field. But Cam, I think recognizing that Beast mode going so all in, not hitting the ball and not hooking it, you can see. from
Yeah,
the
Beast
jump
Mode just
that
expected a chip there.
Cam getting up the
But yeah,
sidewall,
probably
looks like
shouldn't
he's
be
about to go tap the ball
pre-jumping
in
that.
field.
Yeah,
As soon as Cam recognizes that, would just play it into Beast mode's hands. He's just gonna
that's the thing
breaks and
I think is
essentially fake it. Kickoff for Cam as he reads the fake.
Beast Mode fakes a lot and people know it.
Would
Yeah,
work
could
in
be,
my
could be.
champ lobbies.
So, you know.
There's lots of things that would not work in champ lobbies that these guys do. A lot
Yeah.
of the fakes only work because they know what each other are capable of. But if you're playing in a lobby where nobody expects you to do anything and they just dive straight at the ball, yeah, some of those fakes aren't going to work.
It's a great shot.
Beast mode
Top corner.
doing a great job of picking apart what is a very passive Cam.
Has that reset threat the entire way. Makes Cam not want to challenge. Probably should have challenged.
He sees an open net.
But yeah,
Waiting on the goal line, trying a reactive save.
definitely hard to defend that play. Oh, that's another goal. Just a bad chow.
Beast mode, stealing possession away,
Apparently,
bringing the lead.
he had
2
issues.
goals.
He was gonna play with ping, I guess, but he had some issues. Is what I think some people said. Like internet or something. I'm not sure.
Off this. As he bounces in the midfield, wanted a double out of his own corner.
I don't know if that's true, or if it's just people speculating.
So he's right to give up on it and just go for a steal instead. Now can he dispossess Cam?
Oi.
Meaningfully, and Cam will eventually get his flick. 2 minutes left to go. Cam within striking distance.
It's a good flick though.
Cam, another kickoff win.
It's not really on target with them.
On the top right
Oh,
corner. What a save from
but that's the
Beast
thing
Mode.
is,
It is really hard to make those reads.
that
Beast
is
Mode
very
takes time and
savable
hits.
because
Prevents
Beast
was a
Mode
very nice
kinda
job.
knows the
Finding his way
only spot
through.
he could possibly shoot at. Like very early, in fact.
Beast Mode
So
feeling
there's
forced
really only
to
one place
stop this
to
ball,
cover is
trying
that left side and then
away.
up or down, you know.
Does mean
Even if
he
it's
can
placed
pick up
far
control.
across, it's still gonna be savable
Tries
sort of
the
on the left
ceiling
side because it's
and
such
not
like a tight
allow
angle.
The Cam air dribble. Now possession will reset. No reason to rush for Beast Mode. He will take it up into an air dribble. Bump. Cam
Oh.
gets around it.
Timed it slightly wrong.
Beast Mode
I actually like that he went for that though,
downfield.
because
Jump bump back the other
I think
way.
sometimes Beast Mode doesn't go for
Nightmare
enough of
situation
those.
for some 1v1 fans, as these two just trade double jump bumps. Beast Mode's was a little bit more of an air dribble, but Cam's is going to be the one.
It's
that
pretty poor
scores.
defending, actually,
We have a minute 5 left to go in a Beast Mode 1 goal.
from
lead.
Beast Mode standard.
Beast Mode pinching this away to take control of possession. He wants to go double jump bump. Did
Oh,
not
he got the
very
boost, though.
hard, so does not connect.
Should be a goal.
Pre-flip underneath the ball, is able to catch it.
Nice save.
Gets the reset just a little bit too late.
Oh, he missed the
Damn it.
boost. That is disaster.
Already lined up the challenge and then did not get the boost steal. So
Beast Mode should have had a goal there, but now
not really in
it's
trouble,
lost
but
possession fully.
definitely has lost this possession and thought he
Ah.
was in up 1. This is a really interesting challenge.
Beast
for
Mode is kind of throwing.
just expecting Cam to fake, because he's like, certainly no way does Cam expect me to dive when I'm up 1, this much time left on the clock. But I mean, there's a reason why he shouldn't dive, and I think it's probably better than trying to mix it up. But
Okay.
he's gonna make up for it by immediately getting a goal on Cam's fake kickoff.
Just a bad kickoff.
Both
From
these guys have
Cam.
punished each other's fake kickoff in this game. Cam chipped one directly to the net. Beast Mode gets the demo to convert on his.
Generally speaking, though, Cam definitely has a bit of an
Cam
advantage on
waiting
kickoff
so long to make the save,
in the
but
match so
does,
far.
as Cam attempted
Like
to
with
hold the
reads and
ball.
everything.
No boost for Beast Mode. He'll chain some dashes together with 5 seconds left to go. Electing to stick around the ball and be a pest, but if Cam breaks out and gets ahead of him, he could be in big trouble.
This would have been a big game though if Cam stole this.
As Beast Mode will go
Would have
up
been pretty
2-1
big.
in a best of 5, 1 game away from advancing to the quarterfinals.
Let me take a look around actually,
Cam car
because there
change.
should be other matches as well. Diaz is playing. Has he won? Oh, he did drop a game.
Hovering in the midfield, trying to distract Diaz with his takeoff.
Mark moment.
Yeah, Wavy winning, which is expected. I mean, Wavy's
Hoping
really
or
good.
Anticipating that Wavy will dive for that back corner boost, but Wavy just takes a shot.
Who's streaming the final match? Because it doesn't seem like Rizzo is streaming today. Who's streaming it?
Lion Blade.
I really don't know. Oh, whoops. I'm assuming Chief Beef is not streaming it. I don't know. James Bot. Why is it like not loading on Twitch for me right now? Wait, how many viewers does he have? Does he get less than Hoodie? Am I blind? Oh, I'm blind. Why is it like not loading right now? What's going on? Let me try a different tab. One second.
Misplay by Skippy. Still, Swift will end up scoring. It's not the best challenge approach.
I would predict. I'm not really too familiar with Skippy. Like, I haven't really seen him play once. So for me, I would predict Swift would win.
By Skippy.
Flip and spin VOD.
Swift recognizing
I mean, if you go to my YouTube channel, you can watch it back, or you can...
Skippy.
Like, or you can even see the VOD on my Twitch right now, I think, because I set it up that way. Or if you can find the channel, I don't remember the channel name. People put it in chat. There you go. People put it in chat.
Will get a clean possession, or what would have been a clean possession if it weren't for beast mode. Making sure to
yeah, I watch-partied it, but you can also just go to the main. I think they put it in chat there. The Rocket RB seems to be the one. I didn't really remember the channel name. No problem. Have fun watching it, Nemesis.
Of how to buy 1 or 2 more seconds, because Cam was not gonna go to the ball, but the ball.
I like it. Have I watched it? I have watched it. Yeah. I have watched it. Oh.
Beast mode. Side flip. Denied on the goal line.
Messed up that cut a little bit, but still good enough.
Back on target. Cam gets lost.
All the mainstream? I would say no. But I watched a lot, because I started watching so long ago, when I was like super young. So I've ended up watching a lot of it.
Beast mode kickoff win. Cam does get the save, but falls inside the net. So beast mode will be able to get the boost steal. Cam wisely jumps to dodge the demo.
I mean, when I got into it, like Naruto was like halfway done, you know.
Isn't able to, but will attack through the air instead. Has a reset, and
I remember me and my brother like watching it. Even like I think before we went to school and stuff like this.
Him in 3 minutes and 5 seconds.
Like waking up super early.
But he is far from out of it. He's got only 2 goals to make up with tons of time to do so.
No, I watch sub, and I would never watch them.
I think Cam tried to fake the clear back into the corner. Either that or he just whipped.
No, I watched the sub back then.
I think he tried to fake it and then take it the other way, but then beast mode faked him. And then the ball just ends up rolling straight in. After the 2 of them mind game each other. Beast mode able to take
the only anime I have watched in different languages is like Pokemon.
Cam not going to be able to score on the follow-up kickoff. Down 4-1, beast mode grabs a couple.
Oh, he on gold. Well, I wasn't 10. I was not 10. I was a bit older. My English has been better developed than most. Because, but one of the big reasons is because I played World of Warcraft. Was a big reason.
Couple kickoffs before you know it.
And I had to know English or try to learn it to even be able to play the game.
Just needs to fall on the ball. And he has
kind of thing.
The 3rd goal.
It was really hard actually.
Could really afford a kickoff.
I don't know.
But might not have it here. The ball
Diary.
falling into the blue half.
I can't remember.
Beast mode will get boost, trying to mix up his attack and wait for Cam to creep out past the post.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem. I mean, I played it alone mostly back then, but if you want, you had to be able to read a bit to be able to do like stuff with other people. Yeah.
Out across the net, and that ends up pushing himself too far to be able to make a play on that near post. Beast mode wants the follow-up. Cam makes the save. Leaning back into the reset.
Yeah.
He's got 2 resets.
And it was way more like harder back in the day because of how the game worked. Because like today, it's like instantly generating like the dungeons for you and stuff like that. But back then you actually had to like talk to people to like actually collect a group, and you had to like physically in the world travel to where you needed to go on the map to do the dungeon. That's how it used to be.
How many resets will it be? Cam has been trying to go for so many, but he might make it a little bit simpler.
Like in modern WoW, you just teleport, and it's just instant sort of matchmaking, like in Rocket League, pretty much when you do a dungeon.
Cam gets it long before beast mode challenges, and then he makes it seem like he's going to the ground before front flip.
So it was a lot harder back then to actually, like I needed English more, is what I'm trying to say.
With 37 left to go, are we going to game 5? Beast mode, flick,
Good flick, good save.
Cam.
This is awkward. Well, Cam, that's a great touch. See, that's the thing, is like if he doesn't do that, then he's in trouble.
A pretty quick play.
It's a really good touch though.
One that's not likely to result in a full field dribble, which is kind of what he needs if he wants to get out over the top of Cam.
Kind of thrown the lead though, beast mode.
Beast mode will half flip to take the ball and put it in front of the net.
Seems he closes it out though.
Left on the clock. Cam thought he was in position to take control, but when he bumped beast mode, he actually went too far deep underneath the ball and was no longer in position to fight for a challenge. So beast mode just takes it right over the top of him, but a huge kickoff win for Cam. Can he clutch it up? Needs a reset here probably to do so.
Oh,
go for the double, but it
he almost clutched. Nice try, Cam.
Cam had a chance to tie it up late.
Definitely feels a little bit worse than what I was watching yesterday. But I still find it very interesting to watch Beast Mode play. Because he's just a great player. I wonder if we'll see like big improvements in his kickoff variety and stuff like this. Are there any more interesting matches in this? What do we think? I don't know why it's like not loading. It's weird. But let me see. Refresh. Yeah, there really aren't, actually. Yeah, AJ Beast Mode is interesting. But is that happening already? Or is that happening after, like... No, it is happening. Maybe we watch that. I'm down. Who's casting that? Do I really have to go? Bruh. Let me just get the tab up. One sec.
No, it's not Rizzo, it's James Bot. James Bot has Swift.
I've seen his name, but I've never ever watched him play once either. Knight, yeah. Is that guy good?
Skippy about to win.
I don't know if I can see who's casting the next matches anywhere. Maybe Johnny's talking about it.
For you guys. Yeah, lots of we've pretty much got South America against NA. Actually, yeah, I mean.
Was it Hoodie that was casting that one? No. Was that James? Why am I not following James? Like, what am I doing?
Read one sentence and went.
Oh, there's another slow kickoff there, and that should be a goal. Good shot there by Swift. I can't, like, turn off Baki's mod. I think it was Baki's mod that broke my nameplates.
I mean, I'll throw it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just watch, we'll watch one more. We'll watch Beast Mode AJ. Because I am interested in that. But I don't know who's casting it. I guess it's just James Watt left.
Back up! Exclamation point. Specs.
Okay, okay.
Like, what do you want the specs of? My gaming computer or my streaming computer? I got the 2 PC setup. I've got an
Yeah, because it is a chalked cast event.
A Roland VR4 HD and a Roland VT4 voice transformer.
So I guess they do half and half.
BPHS1 headset.
That's probably also to do with how much work it is as well, right?
27s. With an NVIDIA 3080 graphics card and an AMD Radeon 5700X processor.
Because there's going to be a lot of these events.
32 gigabytes of RAM. A wife and a son. What else am I missing?
Swift is pretty good though. I'm kind of surprised to see him struggling this much. Like I said, I don't actually know how good Skip is at once.
Yeah, me and Alpha Cap, we played a ranked game earlier. It was a really good game. If anyone saw it, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Thank you for stopping by, Alpha Kep. We got number 1 versus number 5 going the distance. What a shot.
There is a chance. Definitely is a chance.
I don't know how I lost that. But GG's, you beat me before. So we're even. It's a best of 3, unsettled. It wasn't your fault. I'll say that. But GG's.
Okay.
Here we go. Swift trying to close out the series. Gets the demo.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for as well.
You gotta love it. I did appreciate
Yeah, I've seen him in threes before. But I've never seen him play once ever. Maybe he just doesn't play that much once, but he's actually like tried to call for this event.
Skippy knows only 1 goal separates them. Skippy hunted for the demo.
It seems like he must be a pretty good player though. He made 1 salt mine. Maybe I have seen him play them, but I just forgot. Is he a player to look at for the future?
I do want to say, since Alpha kept arrived, my viewership has gone up.
It is pretty impressive to do this against Swift though. He's good, you know? I mean, it doesn't show he's like top level, but it shows he's good, definitely.
Alright, here we go. Lock in. Game 5. This is where champions are born. I forgot to put it on Champions Field.
That's crazy, Diary. 17 is so young. It's already that good at 17. It's not bad.
In their Twitch chat or in their Twitch profile. That is wild to me.
I think the age people are able to like play RLCS is gonna get older and older because it's harder to catch up to the skill ceiling at an younger age the more time passes, right? You would think logically at least, like, gonna have to catch up to Sen and all of these players. It's gonna get harder at a young age. At the moment it's just getting younger, is it? It's getting older.
Alright. I don't have a golf simulator.
Yeah, I understand that, but just think about the top pros in Europe. They are getting older. I think that's pretty obvious that that's the trend that will happen if you ask me. Yeah, but that's kind of my point, Diary, is like as the game develops, those players, it's gonna be really hard to reach that level at as young of an age again, if that makes sense. Like, because the skill ceiling is just permanently raised, kind of, basically. So it's gonna take players more time to actually get up to the level, I think. Like, basically what I'm saying is, like, even if you get to, like, those players' level at the age of 14, that's no longer good enough to get into the RLCS. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you get as good as Oski and Atta was at age 14, that's no longer good enough. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, Skippy, that's tough. All right, Skippy's trying to maintain possession. Let's get the demo. What will Skippy do with all this time and space?
I'm trolling.
Heavy first touch.
No, I'm not. It makes a lot of sense.
Swift.
What I'm saying makes a lot of sense, I think.
Skippy at this moment. Skippy, the fake. That save from Swift. Swift.
I think the trend has been younger and younger because a lot of the early best players started at an older age. Like, they didn't actually start when they were 10, they started when they were like 17. There's a difference between being Skippy's level at age 17 and being new to the game at age 17. That's where it gets really impossible, I think, to get to a pro level.
Trying to hover behind it. Skippy surfing all over Swift. Had the undercarriage getting tickled by Swift's nose, but it didn't matter. Maintained control and focus. Skippy is looking like...
I'd say for me, like, what I think about that is like maybe they could make top 16 or something if they were at that level in Europe. But it would be hard. And I also think it's easier to do it in NA. Like, for instance, you see with Scribble, I do think that's easier compared to doing it in Europe now, for instance, as well.
There's no sub goals. I pretty much never stream. Anything you put in this chat is almost a guaranteed waste of money. That being said, thank you everyone for
like, basically the way I'm thinking about it is like you can only get so good in a certain amount of time, right? Like, the skill doesn't cap out when you get reach age 14. That's not really how that works.
Another slow kickoff from Swift.
It's more like it's too late to start age 17 or something like that, because if you want to be the best pro in the world, because, yeah, that's too late to start, you know? I don't know. That's what I think, at least. Looks like Skippy will actually win, though.
8-2.
Yeah, yeah.
Right into the Skippy goal.
I'll say right now, like, even for SSL, like, if I was the level I was the first time I hit SSL, now I would have absolutely no chance hitting SSL. It would not be possible at all. So yeah, the skill ceiling has raised a lot, and I've gotten better for sure, but it's just, yeah.
It was Alf. Sorry, Alf.
Like, a lot of people are getting better, right?
Out of this one alive. Skippy, the reset. Pogo, do it to him.
Like, if I go back and watch my, if I go back and watch my, like, old YouTube videos even, when I was SSL, I'm a lot worse, actually. And it's pretty clear. Actually.
Hot diggity.
Like, yeah. That level that I'm playing at in, like the first season I hit SSL, it's not nowhere near good enough, I think, actually, to get SSL today. It's definitely different. And keep in mind, my hours have, like, doubled since then, so it makes sense. I didn't even do directional arrow back then. Not that you have to do that, but there's, like, a lot of things I've gotten really good at. Which I wasn't doing back then.
That's not a complete sentence. What does that message even mean?
Same thing applies to, like, all the levels, I think.
Yes, I'm old as crap. Not wrong.
Yeah, Skippy has this. Oh, that's a nice shot. That was a really creative shot. That was a sick shot. Reset into flip for the bump from, like, that angle.
Here we go.
The reason he was so nice is because he didn't really have to like do anything to get around the ball with how the setup was.
Where'd it go? Uh-oh. Skippy. How's the nerves? Wavy says Skippy still got it. Hello, Wavy. Does Wavy know ball, or is he a fraud?
It does seem like the Shopify roster is sticking together though, guys. I thought about that. Can't believe this tie, by the way. Because I looked at... like, in my feed, it popped up like a Shopify video. And they were creating, like, content. Those three. Would they be doing that? Okay, they are sticking together. It's an interesting choice. I don't think it's a bad choice, really. Because who would they... like, what would they do?
Oh, baby, game 5 OT for the series. Off kickoff, that's
I actually kind of like that they stick together because...
Skippy clutches up.
What change would they make? Skippy almost choked us. Like, it's kind of big risk for the players to make a change because none of them... like, the Shopify players are really good. It's a solid team. They are actually really good. But does any of them have, like, the... carry the name value to, like... or, like, you know, the reputation to actually get on a top team?
All right. We've got another series coming up.
Yeah, that could be part of it, Diary. I don't know.
Hot diggity. Ain't no fraud. Yeah, Wavy's no fraud.
I don't hate that, though. But I'm very, very curious now. Like, a lot of movesets happened. Where will Noli end up?
That was a fun series.
Because even looking at the thing you sent me, Diary, it looks like Com and JNaps are trying out with a third. So it looks like Noli has left. Where will he end up? Rettles?
Oh, my wife messaged me.
Maybe? Why do I have like the...
Mr. Burger? Oh my gosh, she sent me
why do I have like the feeling that that team is sticking together?
Anyone ever been to Mr. Burger?
Like, it's just I have a feeling that team is not splitting up. Because of like how they like Rettles have been talking, basically, is what I'm... Yeah, I think they maybe shouldn't stick, but I have a feeling they will stick, you know. I think they will.
This music is Isaac App.
I think they will struggle next season as well. To make like lands. I do kind of think that. I wouldn't even be surprised if Shopify is actually just stronger next season. As an example. And then you have Complexity coming over, and maybe even the Appjack STC team there. It's gonna be really hard for them.
We're waiting for lobby info.
NA is gonna be quite interesting though.
Who do I have?
But yeah, it's like a classic NA fashion, right? Like, all the EU teams are, like, splitting up, and, like, there's literally, like, almost no team staying the same, and then you have, like, these NA teams sticking. G2, I understand, though, very well.
Hey, wonder if,
yeah, that would be a really good team, actually, you know, yeah. Something like that.
Would be pretty cool.
So who's casting... So Fear started casting this. Oh, CJ is casting it. It started. I missed out. What the hell? Should have told me, CJ.
Is that better? Give you guys a touch more.
God damn it.
You want 30% more. You want even more than that? I feel like you guys are going to start trolling me though and just being like, louder, louder. Beast Mode. Look how nice that is off the corner. Takes the 50. That's threes. That's just threes, baby. That 50 there. Really smart from him. Easy catch with the flick. Louder. Okay, I'm going one more on the louder, and then that's it for you guys. You're getting 30%. Okay.
AJ's such a weird player, somehow.
I'm going to start observing now as well. This is all you're getting. Beast Mode. Does get a flick. He does a bit of a... I like to call those a CJ flick. Intent was good. Nothing happened. Beast Mode just gets to the corner. To safety and able to get boost, but it's going to be AJ's ball. AJ tries to walk around. Beast Mode, nice recovery. Beast Mode is just going to brute force him.
It's tough, right?
And then get dunked into.
It's interesting to see, but like, yeah. Space Station wanted to pick up First Killer and LJ, or have them team, but then they saw how much they had to pay, and then they didn't want to anymore. So basically, the better a player gets, the more you have to pay them, kind of thing, right?
Electromagnetic field around Fort Worth, Texas, when we hit a couple of dabs.
So yeah,
that's the impact that me and Daz were having on the community. As we wind down, we're probably going to be heading into overtime unless
Space Station is like the for the the whole of Rocket League's existence is like the on 0 seconds. It's like they've been always like picking like sort of having like one or more like insane like young talents, like LJ, Daniel, etc.
Wowee, wowee, wowee. Can you guys please stop?
Yeah, it seems really tough. Yeah, esports seems tough from what I've heard. Okay, let me see your kickoffs, Beast Mode. What are you doing?
Hype train, hype train.
Not too good?
Myself and Archie did indeed break sound barriers. When we dapped, everyone said that was CJ and Archie. Whoa, camera? Sorry, I'm back to observing.
Yeah.
What team is AJ? This is
right, Banjay. That's a funny comment, honestly. He kinda did.
Tries to get the flick.
He got what he wanted.
Looking for that mid boost, acquires it, but has given up possession for the meantime. Just gonna float on it.
Can't be mad about that.
For him, however, but has done well just to stay behind it. Oh, and he's got that boost as well. AJ has to back off now. All he can do is throw it on net. He's got 0, and you can see leaving for that mid boost. He's not gonna go though. Beast Mode taking the direct angle. Let's get demoed. Where is Rizzo streaming? Unfortunately, as I mentioned in my tweet, the resident showmatch anchor, the backpack hopper-innerer, will not be streaming today. We'll have him back next week. We'll have him there for shortcuts this week.
Beast Mode is so like... I'm telling you, like the whole G2 roster is so crazy with the pre-jumps. They're the most like... They're so good at it too. Just knowing the right time to pre-jump someone. That pre-jump was so ridiculous by Beast Mode.
Very similar game to last time. Beast Mode didn't score for the first 90 seconds of game 1 either. And he's made a really good save there to get down.
But it definitely is a lot of IQ involved in it because... It's definitely like a read. Like it's because he knows how AJ plays, right?
Beast Mode never really leaves the ball alone.
Have fun, Diary.
Constant 50s and has...
Oh, he messed up his cut, but he will get the boost still. Maybe that's what he went for.
Really been done.
Nice. What's the best part of this play is the fact that Beast Mode knew AJ had no boost and he completely played around that. Because that play he just made is really bad if AJ actually has boost. It's not gonna work.
Does feel like Beast Mode... It feels like a Beast Mode style of 1v1.
Yo, Michael with the 39 months. Thank you so much for the prime, man. How are you doing? Nice shot. How crazy is that?
AJ in a world of pain. He's
39.
faking the flick. He's faking it, he's faking it. He fakes the second flip. Turns it into a reset. Really clean.
Ooh.
I feel like we don't really see beast mode in the 1v1.
Yeah, Vitality crushed it, yeah.
Often, but
They look
have
good.
done. My mind goes back to Gamers 8.
I mean, the tournament as a whole is not over, though. It's just the first game, but...
Where's that come from? Played the ones over Daniel.
Yeah, it's a scary team.
And we said,
Oh.
wow, he can play ones too. Since then, probably hasn't done anything crazy in the one scene. You might be able to correct me.
It is kind of crazy, though, like... It just kind of shows you, if you're good at this game, you will be good at every mode, kind of thing, right?
Major champ.
Because, yeah, pretty much any time there's a player anyone thinks of as, like, this is, like, one of the best players right now, throughout the whole... Like, even if they basically never play once, like, the entire time of, like, Rocket League's history, they always are good at ones as well. If they're just that good in, like, threes or something, right?
Happy to pop it up. Look at that as well. AJ's in a little bit of trouble now. Beast mode's just gonna...
But like with Beast Mode especially, I feel he has a very different sort of style. For instance, like Vatira, as an example, is another example of this. I think he looked a lot more like 1C when he started playing. If that makes any sense. Like, it looked like he played more of a traditional game. Very aggressive, but...
Wanting to take a solo play like this. This is kind of the only time he's been able to cook. AJ POV for this one. He's looking for the bump.
Oh, wow. How did he save that? Definitely because of the flip, but still, timed it perfect.
He's still got a flip.
Dude, this guy, man. That's disrespectful.
100 boost, and this is probably going to be a goal.
He gets scored on, though, but... Even going for that is, like, disrespectful, I feel. He wanted the clip.
Didn't get contact. Completely did AJ in, but it wasn't in the back of the net.
Yeah, if Beast Mode hit that, he was not saving it. Definitely not. AJ does not read the fake, though.
Almost working out there.
Replay. Holy. Another one. Ooh.
Great shot top left. 2-goal swing there. AJ ties it up.
That's the thing with ones, though. Is like, do one silly thing like Beast Mode did there, and the game slips away from you. Even though he was like, really felt like Beast Mode was just firmly in control. It's just gone, like, so quick, right?
It was Beast Mode saving that second flip, trying to just flip around AJ. Doesn't work out this time, though. AJ finally lands one. And don't we love some air dribble cringe one in chat? AJ gets the lead, 30 seconds.
One interesting thing about that kickoff from Beast Mode is how he did not save any boost. So that can get you in a lot of trouble. All the top ones players are not going to be after the kickoff on 0.
Yeah, it's got to be AJ. End to end.
Because you're going to be, like, you saw there with Beast Mode, he got bumped and he was just stuck in the midfield. But yeah, I felt like Beast Mode had control of this game for the first 4 minutes, and then he's just lost it right at the end.
And does so. Looks for the skin.
That's a nice try, I almost had that.
But it is going to be this man.
Oh, close.
AJ nearly clipping for a bit of style points at the end there, but we do have a tie ball game.
How are the other games? Is Skippy winning? Did he win game 1? I can't really tell. I'm trying to look at the tiny. Oh, I think that is game 1. Yeah, that is game 1.
All the way to the net. He made it possible for him to
Sap
score
is losing.
by diving in slightly.
Flip and spin. It's a tournament that Vitality played in.
I think if they say GG, I do have match admin, so I could.
Tomorrow, KC plays, I believe.
Really good 50 on it. AJ will be able to steal corner boost, however. Beast mode incredibly low. And still manages to make the save.
No, it's just threes. This is actually... I just have wrong title. This is actually a different tournament, Michael.
Another solo play. This is where he does look very comfortable.
This is like a Shopify tournament thingy.
Beast mode comes up big. Looks for the early flick. Loses mid boost because of that flick.
It's chalked cast like CJ, Johnny, Rizzo's
AJ completely
casting, organizing together with Shopify, I think, kind of thing.
It's AJ scoring first and Beast mode
Shopify providing the prize pool and the overlay and such.
So basically, I just closed my eyes.
Shopify is making a once tourney, but none of their players are participating. Interesting.
Tracks back. AJ flicking. Okay, that's what I figured. No, it was on.
CJ is part of the org now, though.
Ranked one's MMR.
CJ is part of Shopify, the org, so that's probably why as well.
We actually have 16 hamsters. I don't know if we can say that.
Paycasters too? I'd say no. Yeah, he's there as a content creator, I think. I don't really know. I don't really know why he's there, but I just have seen it. I don't think they pay them, no. I think they're happy to do it, and I think it's good content for them as well, so that's essentially what they get in a way, right? It's good content that they have a prize pool to provide for, you know. I think it's beneficial for both. The European version of this tournament is a lot more interesting, I'll say that though. But I think in future tournaments we might see Daniel and First Killer and stuff like that, which would make it more interesting.
Really nice air dribble. You can see Beast Mode was just trying to pick his moment to challenge, but
I think Diaz will win. That's what I think. Wavy as well got a good chance, and Beast Mode is like a, you know, like a bit of a dark horse pick, maybe.
Beast Mode on Saturday, do you think he wins? Probably game 5. Just clutches.
Is what I would say.
So AJ finds another air dribble cringe.
First Killer is teaming with LJ, and we don't know their third. And Appjack seems like he will team with Stizzy and Chronic. It's like my best guess right now. But nothing is confirmed fully.
Find the demo Beast Mode, and he's missed the open net shot. Been demoed for it. There's certainly been a goal there a couple of times. Didn't get the demo, didn't get the shot on net, but he's popped it over the top AJ, and it's going to get another goal.
Think Appjack can do better? I don't know though. His stocks aren't that high. That seems like about as good a team as he can get probably. Like maybe a little bit better, but Stacey is very, very good. And I think Jack recognizes that. But he's tried out with a ton of different players.
Beast Mode, can he get the boost?
Jack's been like considering EU and trying out with a lot of players.
That's the one I'd say RNG about Rocketleague, apart from demo spawns.
So I think Stacey is
50-50 boost grabs.
If he lands on that, I think
the idea that if you jump, the hitbox
that is probably
I find jumping on the
makes sense. And we talked about it but today, Michael, but I think the likely thing is that he plays in NA. But he could go both places. The smart option seems NA. It's very risky to play in EU. I think if Jack plays with Chronic and Stizzy in NA, that's almost guaranteed LAN. If they do the same thing in EU, that is far, far from guaranteed.
So AJ, it won't be a goal, as Beast Mode spacing was good enough here. Does he turn the corner and almost fires? You can see what he was trying to do. So AJ, recognizing Beast Mode, looking for the pop to the corner boost. Takes it straight off him.
Why do you want Garrett to team with LJ, by the way?
Pre-jump with one boost. But he's in a bit of trouble now. AJ
Tooth
throws it on net. Beast Mode able to pop it, able to scoop up enough pads as well to Keep defending.
Are you preying on the downfall of some players or something?
Pop over the top. Really nice
Oh.
from AJ. Picked his moment.
Stalling.
Wastes enough time. Lets it dribble through. Back to a 2-goal lead. Just over a minute left.
Really?
Nice bumps. Beast mode,
Is
not
that your
only
reasoning?
AJ offered, but getting boosted
I never
by
saw you as such a loving person.
Tries to get the low 50. Make it work, but it's not scoreable. AJ still in a bit of trouble.
Is that actually your reason?
And it's just completely done. Oh my! Give that.
I'd be
guy
shocked.
a map. Give that guy a map. He's lost. Someone help him. He needs supervision on the goal line. Back to a 1-goal game.
Is that the truth, Tooth?
AJ.
Is that the truth?
He's lost his
Okay.
flip. AJ
It's bad defending.
might have been embarrassed on that last goal, but it doesn't matter on the scoreboard. Back to 7-5.
It's faking. Yeah, I saw it.
Kickoff works. Grabs 100.
I saw it. AJ didn't know.
30 seconds though.
That means I'm better.
Nice flip.
Yeah, beast mode
AJ chain dash changes
doesn't perfectly hide his fake.
into the game 3 win.
Definitely not. You can tell.
Beast mode gonna play it out though. Wins kickoff. Loses kickoff. Beast mode just trying to challenge it instantly, try and get an early goal. He has won the challenge, but will be AJ taking the lead in this one? Nice flip. It's completely did in AJ's. Look, he's
He's gonna have to clutch up
definitely got the
beast
one-up
mode
in terms of embarrassing the opponent in a couple
in the
of
next
ways.
couple of games.
AJ, the body of work that he
Oh,
put
wait.
in over this. Now, I was gonna say, hang on a minute.
Thought for a second AJ just giga trolled.
Back corner kick off from AJ and takes the lead 2-1. Moves on to match point. Winner of this through to the semi-finals. Winner of this top 4 here in week 1 of the ATR Cup. The Arm the Rebels.
I feel like AJ
Shopify
for 3v3 is like his stocks is like at an all-time low. Because he had a really talented team last season, and in fact the best he's ever had, and they did really poorly.
Until we get bored. So one in chat if you're appreciating the content. We appreciate you guys. Beast mode, nice flare, catches.
So I wonder who will like team with AJ.
Look at this, face the reset, AJ caught, and then just a pop over the top.
Going into next season. I mean, AJ's clearly easily top 16 caliber.
That's the
No doubt about that.
AJ launches the pinch. Will be free possession, however.
So he should get a solid team.
Does get a really nice first touch. But he's going to have to back off this one. And AJ might just score, yep. Wasn't quite the setup that he wanted. He got a bit in front of the ball there, Beast Mode. You can see him trying to stall it, and once the reset away from him. Goal for AJ. Appreciate you guys doing this.
Delay.
Appreciate you guys being here. We just want to... I mean, it's really all Shopify. If they want to help us put on...
I don't think that was a good decision by AJ. Beast mode's used up all his boost though.
We're here. I mean, we're just...
Wow.
We're just hitting the light.
How did Beast mode win that 50?
I mean, that's all I'm doing right now. Beast mode has a reset. Does fake it.
That's a goal.
Goal for him. Is it... Whoa!
Oh!
Okay, I thought AJ might have...
Beast mode almost got bumped into a save by flipping.
Spotify, exactly. Beast mode wants to stay on this. He's got to be careful.
LJ, AJ.
Hasn't worked for him a couple of times.
If it's LJ and AJ, they need a third J
Beast mode, you can see him just pump fake on the goal line so he could dodge the bump.
to complete the J Fecta.
And gets a nice pop over the top. AJ expecting the reset. Beast mode just goes one more. 3-1 leader, Beast mode.
Banjay. There you go. Easy.
I probably would have had AJ winning this.
LJ, AJ, Banjay. Easy.
Predictions you guys had going into this, let us know.
Your name doesn't make any sense in this conversation. we're creating teams become the most powerful if you think about the names.
He's going to be able to get around this.
We all know this.
He is...
That looked so shaky, but he gets it.
A similar angle open net miss previously from him. Spotify Rebellion. I think legally...
See, like, it's so hard with the wave dash kickoff. I don't understand the kickoff. I don't even know, like you see even like players like at this level, they don't quite understand it either. It's so crazy how only like a few of the top players like fully understand that kickoff. It's so weird how difficult it is. And maybe you like someone watching will think like, I can do that, but that's not what I mean, you know what I mean? It's like getting it to work. Oh, what are we doing? Getting it to work like so consistently, and like for instance there, beast mode like ended up not being able to wave dash because AJ's car was like underneath his. But I swear like whenever Moxie does it, that never happens, or like someone like that. And I don't understand why. Why is it different? How do they do it? I don't get it.
Series are a best of 5, including the grand final. It is only a weekly.
Most mysterious kickoff of all time. Luck every time, you think so? It's so weird. It seems like luck, but it's like consistent though.
You want Neo Tokyo? Sounds good. I'll put it on for you.
So weird. Do you agree, by the way, like Tooth? Like it's so weird how like some people just seem to. Consistent luck. But it's so weird how some people just seem to understand that kickoff and be able to like make it work every time. I don't get it. Because to me, whenever I try it, or even like I said, like watching beast mode and AJ do it right there, like it doesn't feel like... It feels like there's a lot of weird things that happens, kind of.
Most impressive game so far, the most one-sided game we've had so far.
Don't know what the trick is.
AJ still with 0 boost in a world of hurt.
What are we doing, beast mode? Chill.
Beast mode backing up.
Trying to throw the game.
AJ finds that corner eventually. And look at the way he dodges these bumps. He's going to score again. And this is heading 5, I'll say it.
Yeah.
This could be a go next moment.
I think it should say go next here. You're not coming back here.
Should the game end if you get Braziled? We could implement that rule. Beast mode. 1 reset, 2 resets. And ducks it in the back of the net. It is 9-1. And AJ just keeps saying hit me. Tell them that they could go next, but I feel like it is assumed they can go next.
That was like perfect from AJ.
Admin mode is on. AJ misses a touch. 50 comes through.
On the kickoff there.
AJ.
He bumped him into the save.
Saved by AJ's car, who got the bump, but was bumped back into the ball. Oh my goodness, beast mode. If you can land on it. He does land on it.
This guy and his pre-jumps.
We're going to be able to get back in time. It's going to be 1 back for AJ. to 2, but well and truly heading 5.
So winnable. Only have to pull off the best comeback of all time.
Hang on.
Oh, not hang on.
So you're saying there's no chance?
Yeah.
No chance.
Yeah. No, they can if they want to. Like, people did it yesterday. All the time. They are allowed to forfeit. It's like the modern way of doing things in show matches. Everyone does it these days. Because...
Says, can you next? And this might be the most... I can next, but it's broken. I'm sorry. It won't work. What is happening? Okay, there we go. I couldn't click. You guys saw I was trying to click. Gonna hit him with a no yes.
But back in the day, that was how it worked though, Tooth. In show matches.
Obviously. Head to C field.
Like for years. This was like the norm.
For game number 5. Close one. Something to do with like it likes
for years and years and years.
And I just didn't have my controller plugged in. Game 5 is upon us. AJ representing Space Station Gaming. Beast Mode representing...
But I do... Yeah, it's weird though. Like, I think you should be able to forfeit. I honestly, I even think you should be able to forfeit in RLCS. In 1v1. When they do it. But if they allow forfeits, I don't think they will allow forfeits. I'll just say that right now, but I think they should. And I think if they did, there should be some type of rule set for it. Because it's super lame if someone wants to forfeit when there's actually a chance of a comeback. I don't like that. I think there should be some kind of rules in place that makes it so you can't do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, there should be like a certain amount of goals. Or like you can't forfeit with 2 minutes left, let's say. You can only forfeit with such big lead with less than a minute left. Something like this. Like, I'm just throwing out shit. But do you know what I mean? I don't like in like a RLCS scenario if someone tries to forfeit with 3 minutes left. That would be silly. I think. Like, you're like robbing the viewer of the comeback potential. Like, some of the most sick comebacks in like 1v1 history would never happen. Like, they would have never happened if they could have forfeit, you know?
Beast mode with absolutely 0. Someone help him out. There's just no way. This has to be a goal.
I want to see that, Tooth.
Okay.
I really want to see that. But he's not been playing in the tournaments. So I wonder if he's even gonna try.
2-2 game 5. Beast mode wins this kickoff. AJ has to back off.
Maybe he can't be bothered.
Bump, but it's not on net, and AJ's recovered. Been beaten to the ball. Beast mode has not scored that one. Has to get back in time, and he's missed boost. GG's. AJ looking to cut it, and Beast Mode just had to go. He had nothing to work with, but he read it perfectly. And he's given AJ boost. Probably not the smartest.
Oh.
Lost the 50 so hard that he's fallen back into net, which seems a common theme with Beast Mode. He's flipping around. AJ delaying. Beast Mode jumping. Saving as much boost as he can. Close reset. AJ in control.
Not the best setup. Oh. Interesting challenge.
Fly just whizzed past my ear. What was that?
Yeah, that's why you don't chow like that. From the corner.
Trying to record a new sick highlight for AJ. But he has got one back. 3-3 game 5. Tell you what, we're getting some exciting matches over here. We had Rawas Vatira yesterday in a cracking game 5. Vatira couldn't get the job done on 0 seconds.
Yeah, that's one of those like 1v1 experience type moments right there, because you really shouldn't reverse there. Ever, right? I feel like we would never see that from like most of the top players. Because why wouldn't AJ not shoot in that position? There's just no reason not to shoot.
Just staying close enough. Oh, this is a great spot here. AJ though, doing really well to stay out of trouble.
2 minutes.
Beast Mode trying to match his verticality on that one. Nice instant backflip challenge from AJ. Going for the dooms he did.
But yeah, the reason why I think they should allow people to forfeit is because it is kind of lame to watch a game with like a minute left when the scoreline is like 10-1.
2-goal lead now for
You know what I mean? Like,
corner kickoff works, fake kickoff works.
at that point,
You can grab both hundreds.
it's like, yeah.
He's going to do that. Nice first touch from him. This spacing, whenever it's in this spot,
And that kind of thing could happen a lot in ones. Whilst in like threes and stuff like that, that's not really a problem because it's extremely rare to see any scoreline like that.
Let's find 100. Has to get back now.
You know.
Beast Mode says, you take mid, I'll take corner. Gentleman's agreement.
Oh, nice shot.
Finds a goal. I didn't think there was an angle here, but AJ didn't think so either. So you can cut me a bit of slack. He has
Yeah,
just
barely.
Back to 5-4.
I want Beast Mode to win. But I'm not sure if he will.
He's gonna run this back. He has to watch for the demo. And he literally is watching for the demo. Going for the basketball dribble.
He could have scored that, right? Maybe not, actually. Maybe AJ would have gone sooner.
Lost boost for it. And he's getting completely shifted out of the road.
I don't know if he had the boosts or not. Oh!
What a shot still from Beast Mode. It was still difficult.
That was not an easy shot, no.
And I would say he made it look easy, but he still made it look difficult. What a shot. Back to 5-5. AJ kick.
This is what I mean with the wave dash kickoff, man. Like, that is so unclean. But I think one of the problems here for Beast Mode is pretty clear, though, on that one. He was definitely too low on that.
Beast Mode, not so many kickoff goals immediately off the bat. There could be one right here, though. There's the flick. AJ makes the save.
Great recovery.
Beast Mode knows that he's got a nice opportunity with AJ on 0 boost, but AJ's done well.
Yeah, well defended.
Delays the flip as long as he can. Beast Mode won't be able to control this into a goal, but look how quick the wave dash is. He's straight on the ball. He's faking the
This is not ideal, though,
created the space.
for Beast Mode.
AJ wins.
And I think that's kind of a mistake from AJ there.
This is where Beast Mode has given a lot of space to AJ with the reset, and he can
That's a nice play, though.
much trouble he's in. He's faking the flip. He's waiting for Beast Mode to commit.
But AJ had boost, and he chose to let Beast Mode collect boost there, essentially, giving him a chance to defend it.
So important now, and as Beast
Well, he can save it. No, he can't.
Okay.
Could he have saved that?
So it's not panic stations yet for Beast Mode.
I kind of felt like he could have.
30 seconds to try and force OT.
Maybe he couldn't. He like drove really weirdly.
Again with the back corner fake. It has worked pretty
I don't know why he like took that wide line.
Nice challenge.
It's definitely not the best way to defend it.
Beast Mode says have it then. And he's gonna get free possession. AJ's only picked up one pad and he's just
Oh, that is so unfortunate. I hate when that happens, man. Oh, he can score?
Beast Mode has to turn it around. Grabs boost. Just
No, wrong decision.
Nice Rocketleague update with the spawn. Beast Mode has one last crack. Takes it up. We'll be able to get a reset. He fakes low. He pops. AJ catches.
Oh, it's such a nice try, actually, but yeah.
AJ moving to the semi-finals. There was a little bit of luck.
If gun to my head, lie detector on me, I'd say no. I don't think so. That's what I would say. But anything's possible. Like, the thing is, winning worlds is so difficult. It is so difficult, right? That's the thing. It's like, it's so much harder than it used to be, which is exactly why, for me, Monkey Moon is the current GOAT now. Which I think some people underestimate, who still think... There's still a good argument to be made that it's K-Dop or Turbo for sure. But I think they kinda don't realize how much easier it was back then. Because their argument is like the competition is always the same, like it's always relative to the competition. All of this, but I don't think that's true. I think it's so hard to win worlds now, like even just for NA to win in general is so hard, as we've seen. Like, first killer needs to be on the best team in NA kind of thing, right? That's step one. Will that happen this season? I don't know. It's possible with LJ, but... And then it's like getting through all of these other insane teams. It's like... It's really difficult. Really, really difficult. Okay, Who should we raid though, guys? Yo, Whammer. Who should we raid? I don't know. We could, I don't know. How many is he live streaming? King guy? We can raid him. Or Knight, I mean. It's Knight, right? He's playing the tourney. Let's just do that. He's currently playing the tourney. By the way, guys, like, I just want to say this. I forgot to talk about this. But Drali was streaming when he won the tournament yesterday. That was crazy. He was literally... Not only was he streaming, he was just, like, casually chatting with his stream. He was reacting to their chat messages during it. Just bopping everyone. That was ridiculous. I couldn't believe it when I saw the stream. Like, I could never, bro. Like, that is so difficult. Like, it's so distracting. I don't know how he did that. He just bopped everyone and he was just chatting. Reading chat messages the whole time. And he swept through us. Swept Nas. Yeah, but it's like, not only was he live, that's not the crazy part. It's the fact that he was interacting with his chat. Like, that takes so much focus. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I don't understand that. That's ridiculous to me. I do not like, I don't get that, but yeah, either way, have a good one, guys. We'll raid him. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye bye, good night.